and then you really just double down anyway. So it's like
I still love just starting recording like mid sentence.
it's fun because I like the idea of when you turn it on, they like it's a conversation being had already. Like yeah, like it's almost like you just walking into the room and we start pod. You know what I
Or we
mean?
walking into the room already having a conversation and then they joining in.
Yeah, like we walk in the room,
Yeah.
sit down, and type shit. But ladies, gentlemen, sentient piles of rebels and anti-Zionists,
Hmm.
welcome to yeah, I
Starting
know,
off.
yeah, I know. No, don't worry. We're not gonna run ads on this one anyway. So, but welcome to another episode 113, 113 of the Bozo Behavior Pod. The two black kings. No, that's terrible. That's so corny.
Oh, yo, we're all the queens and the kings and slims out there. No, queens and slims, yeah.
Queen and Slims. King and Thick. That's that's gonna be the name. That's the name, huh? King and Thick. Where the Thicks at? I need the Thicks.
We need like a fresh and fit version of this. Like it's because it was the fat nigga that dressed right, and then it was the fit nigga that I don't know, dressed like a bum or something. No, I've never seen him, but the name has ramifications.
Instead of fresh and fit, we gonna be crisp and cut type shit. I don't know. That sounds corny. Oh boy, of
Are
course it
you
does, because
cut?
those niggas are corny. You said my cut?
Yeah, you cut.
Why, bro? Why are you body shaming?
I'm just asking. You came up with the name, so I'm just.
bro, it's a we're grifting. What do we what? Why do I have to what? Why do I have to uphold any of these values? I'm lying.
Even in my grift, I have a certain level of
Oh, you've
integrity.
got a
I'm
level
not
of
gonna
integrity
lie to
in
my
your grift.
audience.
All right, tell them what you really think. Then tell them how you really feel about everything.
I think I might need to stop smoking marijuana.
Probably, probably. Is that an actual thing, or you just what?
No, it's just I accidentally ordered 2 dinners yesterday because I was really high.
So, do you think you have to stop, or do you think maybe you just, I don't know,
It's
just
not
might get
something that
that
happens
smack?
often, so it's not even like a real issue, right? Like it's
Mhm, mhm.
what happened was I ordered some food from this restaurant, and I don't know if I was so high that I hallucinated that it said Uber Eats cancel my order, or it just I was so high that it just took so long, and the driver didn't move from the restaurant. That in my brain, I was just like, they canceled the order. So I ordered the same exact meal from a different restaurant.
You're sick, and then got them both,
And then I got the food from the other restaurant. It got here so much faster than the other order that I ate the meal from the second restaurant. And
and
then
then got the first
30
one.
minutes later, I get a knock on my door from the first one. I'm like, I even told the driver, I was like, I thought this order was canceled. And he said, I don't know. I just handed it to me.
He
And
said, I got it on my shit.
and so I went to bed thinking, oh, cool, I just got some free food. I woke up in the morning. No, I got charged for both of those. So I had dinner and then I had breakfast and lunch for the next day.
Yeah. First off, I'm just laughing at like, and it makes sense, but I'm just laughing at the thought of like you watching the driver. You're like, come on, yo, move.
No, literally, he was sitting at the restaurant for like an hour, bro. I was like, there's no way this order is still coming. So I ordered the same thing from a different restaurant. I figured the restaurant was having issues. Like, no joke. I know I was high and time moved different when you high, but he like he was there for like over an hour at the spot, just not moving. The car was just sitting there. So I thought the order was canceled.
He was in the back getting some cutty, bro. Sure. He was gonna deliver your shit when he was done, bro. Damn. Niggas is so needy. Oh my god.
It was 10 o'clock at night. I was hungry.
Bro, I know, and I had your food you at least before 1 a.m., bro. Relax.
At least before 1 a.m., bro.
Probably though.
Dog, that shit took so long that I was contemplating cooking something. And I was like, nah, I'm gonna try again on a different restaurant. If this restaurant don't work, then I'm gonna cook something. That's how long it took.
He said, "Nah, I see. I'm not finna cook. Like that's disrespectful to me." So
I already have my heart set on this meal, so I'm disrespecting myself if I, just go out. Yeah, I'm not doing that.
yeah, I couldn't play myself like that. That always kills me though when people are like that because it's like I always laugh at like people tracking they food. Like when I tell you I'll order some food, bro, and I won't come back to that until that shit outside. Like I'll dead. Like I'm not the person. Like same thing with like packages. I'll order a package, like, and I don't really care. Like I know people like it's just like yo, if they not that package not here in 2 days, 3 days, 4 days, I'm not even gonna order it. And I'm like, that's crazy, bro. I can order something from and they tell me it's coming in 3.5 weeks, and I won't care because I literally will
Yeah.
forget I ordered it.
No, I'm the same way. I don't care about that, but as far as ordering something that's coming, I need to know when it's here because I moved and I'm in an apartment complex now, so they're just gonna leave it outside.
Oh
The
Lord.
door is locked, so they can't get in unless I
Hmm.
let them in. So I have to know when my shit is here, so I can go get it off of the stairs. Because otherwise, if I don't get a notification that it's here, then that shit is just
He just cooked.
it's for the dogs.
It's for all the dogs.
Yeah.
This food for all the these this jerk chicken for all the dogs. You heard?
I used to order from Amazon, and I just did not give a fuck at all when it came. But now it's like I have to time my orders to a time when I'm gonna be home because, like I said, they can't get inside, so it's just gonna be outside on the stoop, visible for everyone. So
Not
I gotta make
visible
sure I'm
for
home when orders
everyone.
here.
You mean visible for every being? It ain't
Every
it ain't people you need to be worried about for real. It's a cat across the street right now. I'm telling you, that nigga got 10 minutes.
There's
Like,
literally our next door neighbor has outside cats, and I be seeing the cat like walk out their house,
mhm.
and the cat just be strutting through the yard. So I guess it's creatures out here.
Yeah, he talking like, bro, I on me, he got 10 minutes, bro, to get this shit. I'm telling you, it's a wrap. You leave this overnight, bro. That bag finished, dog. I'll leave a sauce for you or something.
Sauce, only because I couldn't get it open. I tried.
I clawed my way through. I got what I needed, but I couldn't get everything. So you can keep the sauce and I guess these are utensils. I don't know.
I'm a cat, so I don't know what a utensil is, but it looked like something you might
It look
you being
utensil-ish.
you beings with opposable thumbs might get something out of that. I don't know.
It's giving utensil.
It's giving.
It's but now I've had that before where like I've gotten smacked enough to where like you said you smacked you forget you was cooking. I've had a bunch, but like I remember, but still my cousin did it once and that nigga got so smacked he left some cookies in the oven. Boy, if I ain't catch these cookies, he would have burnt that
Oh,
hoe
your
down.
house would have been burnt down.
Yeah, but mind you, I've had a few of those instances where somebody does some nut shit, and if so and so ain't catching whatever, then nigga, we just move on. Like,
We
again, that
cook.
shit on my toilet, like that shit where like yeah, you probably would have blew up the toilet, and then you would have had water flowing through your whole fucking house. So nice, that'd have been dope. That would have been a little what do you call that movie? Day After Tomorrow type beat.
That's an apocalyptic event in your house.
Yeah, word. Like, so a candle blew up, fractured your toilet, and now there's water everywhere. So, surely you know where the water valve is and how to turn water off in the crib, right? And
Yeah,
surely YouTube in that right now as the water's gushing, right?
yeah, definitely. It's easy, right? Yeah,
Yeah, no, surely, yeah, surely you won't need any tools. You can just do it with your hands, right? It appears I was
that's where you
mistaken.
that's where you got me.
It appears I was mistaken. But what we want to start? What we want to start with? Uh, we can start light. We can start light because we on the back half. I'm letting y'all know now. The back half, man. We finna dig. It's finna be a real political. We finna dig. So we gonna get the silly shit out the way. And so I think we can start. We can start with the 48 oysters. Think-
You know what? I saw people talking about this for days, and I tend to ignore whenever there's like gender war stuff going on the timeline. And I thought this was gender war stuff because I heard 48 oysters in a date, so I
Mhm.
just ignored it. And then I saw a video explaining the whole situation. I was like, oh no, this is comedy gold. This is hilarious.
Yeah, no, this was hilarious because I was me and my
I
girl
saw
was
the
having
video and everything, and this woman needs to be institutionalized. Straight jacket, rubber walls. This woman is insane. I've seen niggas saying it's a conspiracy theory and that this was marketing for the restaurant.
Listen, whether that's the truth or not, I can't say. I can't confirm nor deny. All I can confirm is first off, 48 oysters in one sitting is not unusual in a sense that there are
To
people who will
who?
go crazy. Listen, for a date.
48?
For a date is unusual. I agree with that. 48 in a sitting. I'm talking about like let's say you there for hours. 48's not. Niggas will eat that. Niggas
No,
will eat
see,
that. There ain't, and
I
these are plain
disagree.
oysters. These are
I
plain
disagree.
oysters. Theirs are not.
That's why it's crazy. It's not the amount of food because like 48 oysters might equate to like I don't know a
Yeah, like a
five-piece
meal.
meal from
Yeah,
Popeyes.
like an actual
But
meal. Yeah.
it's not a meal. It's 48 individual oysters. It's the oysters and the number that is
Yeah,
insane.
this is like the equivalent of like if you go to a McDonald's and you order 40 nuggets, I'm judging you. I don't care if 40
Yes,
nuggets
yes.
like the caloric intake adds up to a medium number 9, but I don't that's not what I'm talking about. You're eating 40 nuggets.
Any nigga that'll eat 40 of the same item is insane. 48 of the same item back to back is crazy. And then after the oysters, she
Yeah.
ordered some roasted potatoes and some like salmon croquettes or something. Like this
Yeah,
woman,
that's little crab cakes or some shit like.
she's eating like a linebacker. And I'm never gonna judge a woman for what she eat on a date. Eat whatever you want, but this is insane behavior, especially on the first date. I'm
You know what's
sorry.
so funny? Me and my girl, I wouldn't say got into it, but again. So let me give you the context. My girl loves oysters, so you can already see where this is going.
48 oysters. Eat love.
No, she's never eaten 48, but she loves oysters, so you can see where this is going, right?
Yeah.
Like where she's just looking at it like, man, can a bitch live? Like,
Did she watch the video though? Did she see her smacking and like slurping on the
she
oyster?
saw the, so here's the funny thing, like, so we were talking about it, and I didn't watch the full video initially, because I was just kind of like, I get the gist. 48 oysters, date with a guy. He snuck out the window or something, or he got out of there just because he was like 48 oysters, damn. But the reason he really got out of there was for the money, right? Like,
That's
okay,
what I was
cool,
about to
fine.
say. It's different. If I am put off by the fact that you smacking and slurping on oysters, and you have your phone out with the camera on, recording the whole date, barely talking, I
Mhm.
would leave too. But he did because the price was too much. That's
Right.
corny. But
And so, yeah, go ahead.
no, I was just gonna say, I would have left just off the strength. After
Yeah, the 48 of the same item.
plate two of just smacking and slurping, squirting lemon on there, putting hot sauce on each individual oyster. And she was, bruh. I wish we could play the video on the podcast because
like,
she was moaning. She's like, and then it was like every
like,
slurp,
but so
every oh man.
this is the part that killed me because I remember getting into it with my girl, and at first I was kind of just like, I don't know why she's taking this so seriously. Then I watched the video, and then I started getting mad because I'm like, now you playing with me because it's like now that I actually watched the video, I heard the slapping and smacking and all that. Now I'm really looking like, wait, hold on. So you mean to tell me this was a nigga who was in your phone who was basically talking to himself, right? She wasn't even really giving the nigga much play, this and that, but he's talking to himself. So you basically say, all right, cool. Like she was going to the spot anyway, right?
Mhm.
That's what happened. Like she was gonna go anyway. She was finna get her 48 off, whether you there or whether you wasn't. But if you want to join, you know what I'm saying? You can come through and join me. And that's pretty much how it came about. But my thing was, it's like, so you went on a date with a nigga you really not feeling, and you pretty much invited him, like, hey, look, you can come, whatever, da da da. He pull up, and he is horrified by what he sees, as most
Horrified,
as any
as any
logical,
sane individual would be.
as any sane American would be, right? And so he's mortified by what he sees, and so now at this point, I granted, this being a money thing ultimately for him, it's like, that's corny.
That's what fries it. If
Yeah,
it
that's
wasn't a
corny.
money thing, I would 1000% be on his side.
Yeah, because if it was just a strength off the strength, like, nah, I could pay for da da da, but like, I'm not, bro.
But at
Like,
the same time, though, like you said, it sounds like she was taking advantage of the free date. So I could still see how
well,
he's
I can
like,
say yes and no with that because think
because she
about
said he was in her DMs talking to himself this whole
it, right?
time. And
right.
she decided, I might as well get a free meal out of this. And then goes and orders 48 oysters, 2 lemon drops, some roasted potatoes, some salmon croquettes. Like at
And
that point, he was feeling like, okay, I'm just here for the
I'm
money.
getting milked.
Yeah. So I
And
get that then.
so it's yes. I say it's yes and no because the thing is, ultimately, she was. I'm telling you again, and this is where
She
my
was
girl
gonna get
started
the
getting
money.
mad. Right, exactly. This is where my girl get mad because she was like, "Nigga, I'm getting the moisture, whether it's you." And that's a whole nother thing when it comes to like that whole first date. That are like, I think a lot of niggas still fool themselves into thinking like, I don't know if there ever was an era of people who are like financially conscious of your checkbook on a first date, but that shit is dead. Like nobody cares about
I would say,
how
like I
much
said, I've
you.
never been the one to, pocket watch and like count up, what's being spent on a date. If I'm taking a woman on a date, I know I'm gonna cover the date. It don't matter, get what you want. But at the same time, I want to say like every first date that I've been on, no woman has ever gone crazy with the check and ordered a bunch of stuff.
Yeah, no, exactly. Like, so that's what I'm saying. So it's hard for me to say because I see that it clearly happens. This is example A, but like also it's like, well, how often does it happen? Because I've never ran into it
Yeah,
myself.
literally, I've never had that happen to me
Like,
ever.
the worst, like again, but I already know. Like, when my girl, for example, like she's the type to order oysters, but the
Mhm.
thing is, she was gonna get them oysters and she was gonna pay. So it's like either you pay or I pay. Like, but these oysters getting ate, they getting bought, and I'm buying them, and like somebody's finna pay. So it's like that's the other thing where it's just like you also kind of gotta know the appetite of who you fucking with.
Yeah,
Like, and I think that's another thing where it's just like, bro, you gotta know because some of them girls they'll go there, they'll get their little salad with some chicken in it and get a little 2 or 3 drinks, and then they'll call it a day. It's some women they finna get 5 drinks, they
mhm.
finna get an app, an entree, and a
And
dessert.
dessert. And you know what? It's nothing wrong with that. My
Yeah, no,
main
and I'm not.
issue,
Yeah,
like I said, my whole thing with this, it's a first date. Keep in mind, this isn't a woman that you've been going out with. This isn't your girl.
hmm
It's just bad table manners. It's appalling to see someone smacking and slurping on 48
yeah.
oysters on
I'm
the
sorry. The
first date.
48 is because like change the number off of anything. Like if we want to do the caloric equivalent, like what 36 mozzarella sticks? That's nuts.
Oh, that's
That's nuts.
insane. That's crazy.
That's nuts, bro. If I see you eat 4 baskets of mozzarella
What
sticks,
is
yo,
Bro, please, I'm begging you to get something else. Get a
I
steak.
will report you. I will report to the ATF, the DEA, to the CIA. I will find federal
I'm
agencies,
reporting you to the MLB, the NBA.
the
I'm calling the
MLB,
Avengers.
at Avengers, at Elon Musk, at
And
at
so, like I
Obama.
said, the number is at the top of the list of the worst of the offenses. 48 of the same items is crazy. But like I said, it's just bad table manners. So just you can eat oysters without sounding like a fucking otter.
Yeah, and that's the other part. Like she was going crazy eating
They
them. Like,
literally have like a little spoon or a little fork so that you can scoop out the meat from the oyster. You don't have to put it in your mouth and
nah, she was
slurp
popping
it
them
out.
whole.
Yeah, that's crazy on a first date. That's something. If you my girl and we at home, I don't give a fuck.
Ooh, hold up. These is like, bro. Please tell me you did not
Nah,
just slurp up 4 oysters in 10 seconds. Like, I don't.
it's
That's
like swallowing a loogie. You had no issue with that,
you
just
have
straight down the
48
throat.
of them. 48 snot rock.
It's not rockets. Like if we, like I said, if you my girl and we at home, it don't matter, nigga. I be eating steak with my bare hands when I'm at home by
Yeah,
myself.
listen,
I do
dog.
some
If
crazy
yeah,
deranged shit
I.
alone. A first date in a crowded place and you just slurping down these
On
snot
me.
rockets.
Listen, at home, I'm telling you, on me. At home, I'll mix a cold and a hot, some shit that's not supposed to like, bruh. I'll have 2 things that shouldn't be on the same plate with each other, on the same plate with each other, and they touching. They not just touching, they melding. They
Nigga,
talking. They cool.
the
They
way that
vibing.
I eat chicken when I'm alone feeds into every stereotype about black people and
Mhm.
chicken, bro. I be
That's
nigga, if the chicken is good enough, nigga, I'll eat the bone sometimes. I'll get the cartilage from the inside. It's crazy.
yeah. And that was my whole thing. Like, but that was the thing that pissed me off because before I had actually watched the video, I was just like, based on how it sounds, I don't know. 48 oysters is crazy. I'm sorry. It's not a calorie thing because listen, I date big women. I date almost exclusively big girls. So that like you can't fool me with a calorie count. Like
Plus,
that's not
seafood is usually low in calories anyway.
Exactly
Like
my point.
48
One,
shrimp is probably like 1,000 calories.
yeah, 48
If
shrimp
that.
is 48 shrimp is probably smaller than a McDonald's meal, nigga. Like
Yeah,
easily. Now, unless you fry them and you bread the shit out of them, you
yeah,
add
but like
cheese
just
and all this
grilled
other.
shrimp with some
Yeah,
seasoning on it.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Some blackened
Yeah.
shrimp, yeah, for
In my
sure.
fridge right now, I have a whole bag of jumbo shrimp. It's like 240 calories for the whole bag, and it's like 26 shrimp in it.
Yeah, exactly. So that's my thing. Like, I'm not like, don't ever mistake it for like, oh, I'm afraid of an eater. I'm afraid, bro. I date big girls.
Like I love eating.
They order. They order. Like, listen, I've never
They
been. Yeah,
order
listen,
is
I
what
have never.
they order.
I've always been a guy. Like when I go out, I don't like. My whole thing is like, first off, like niggas. A lot of this comes down to date etiquette. Because my whole thing is this shouldn't have even been a date from the niggas' perspective. Like the way he
Yeah,
played this was weak as hell and it was weird as hell. And of course, this is why you get milked. Like because
yeah, because you were being
you're moving
thirsty,
wild.
nigga.
Yeah, you could tell she don't want to get you, like, and that's my thing. Like when you have been getting dudded by a woman for the longest, and then finally she open up, yeah, pull up, brother. Like that's not a good thing. Like I hope y'all
No,
know that.
something changed in the atmosphere.
And
I
that
feel
change was
something
probably just like,
changed.
fuck it, I could take what this nigga giving. Like
And you
I could
giving
use
a free meal.
it. I could use it. Fuck it. But
I
so
could
that was
use
the
it.
other thing. Like, and again, I'm not gonna go too hard with that critique, but it's just like, please stop linking up with niggas that you know, whatever. But anywho, it was like I didn't get pissed off until I watched the video, and I'm like, so wait, so hold on, let me get this straight. Even after watching the video, you can't walk me off the ledge that 48 of a single item is not insane. So
No,
that's
you
already
cannot
one.
change my mind
You
about
can't
that.
walk
We're
me off
gonna have to
that. You
agree to
can't. You
disagree.
can't. I don't. It's not about oyster. It's about if I do the
It's the
equivalent
principle
for
of this
whatever.
number.
Dog, don't ever show me you eating 36 chicken nuggets. I don't want to see that. That's crazy to
Not
me.
on the first
Shorty?
date.
Yeah, exactly. Not on the first date. Like if we high and we smoking together, da da da, and we at the crib and you order a 40 piece and you smash 29 of them, I won't blink an eye. I won't bat an eye.
Listen, if we high, you got the munchies. I'll put down
Yeah,
36 nuggets, no
bro,
problem.
I won't bat an eye. At no point would I be damn. What the fuck, damn? Like, but it's like so the number is already nuts for me. That's irregardless of anything going on in this situation. But then you add in the fact that, like you said, she's slurping crazy hard. She filming her
She
shit
has her
every
phone
time.
out with the
Each
light on the
flake,
whole
she as
time.
soon as the plate come, ooh, let's get. Now I get it. She a content creator. He should have known this. You know what it was
Oh,
when
I
you
didn't know she
signed
was a
up.
content creator.
Well, that's the part that again, you know what it was when you signed up. Like she does this. She like so that's my thing. Like y'all niggas will follow
Is she
somebody on
like
TikTok.
a eater content creator?
I
Like
think
she's the one
so.
that
I think
inspires to
so.
eat?
Like to a degree. Like I don't think she's an
Oh, well, I mean,
eater.
if you follow her and get
I
you
don't
in a
think she's just
holler,
an
you
eater though.
should
I don't
be.
think she's just an eater though. Like I think because mind you, they showed pictures of her later, and I was I hate to even say this. I was thankful she wasn't what niggas thought she would be. Because I didn't want to see that. I didn't want to see how that was gonna play out. You get what I'm saying? Like I was like, bro, if she is a big body,
If she
this is
Lizzo,
gonna
she's about to get
yeah,
fucked
right, yeah. Like
alive.
if this, please don't let this be a dark skinned big woman. I beg of you, like please don't let this because this is gonna get biblically nasty. Like this is gonna get vicious. But then we seen her, and I'm like, okay, all right,
Thank
all right,
God.
all
So I
right.
don't have to see this
So we don't have to,
disrespectful
yeah, we don't
content
have to
creator.
have that whole element of the discourse. We're good. We don't got to do that. Now we could just focus on the absurdity, right? Like that. Cool, cool.
That
So
does
that's
bring up another issue, though. The fact that only big women, whenever something like this, I mean, it's not often that something like this happens, but whenever something involving food and women comes up, it's always a diverging path. If it's a big woman, it's
mm-hmm,
discourse for a week and a half to a month. If
mm-hmm.
it's a normal sized woman, then
Yeah, a little baddie that y'all like. Oh, okay.
oh, well, then,
Oh,
hey,
okay.
she was just hungry. She
Okay, well,
probably didn't eat
48 is
all
still
day.
crazy, but
Yeah, yeah.
yeah, so I saw that and I was like, okay, thank fucking goodness. Because but like after I saw the video that I was talking about girl, now I was really mad because I'm like, one shorty slurping, she filming the whole shit. She ate 48 of them
Was
things. Like,
was she defending her?
no, again, so she's defending her from the angle of she an oyster eater.
She's gonna
She
get the
loves
oyster.
oyster. So
Oh,
she
okay.
gonna she like, oh, nigga, I'll put but I always say it's first date. This is like the same combo I had when we were talking about. Do you remember the other one where they were on a first date and like before their food came to the table, the woman had bought 4 mixed drinks.
God damn.
Do you remember that one, or do you no? Because if
I
not,
don't
that's
remember
the
that one,
whole
but
story.
that
That's the whole
sounds
story. Though.
crazy.
That's the story. That's all you need to know about the story, right? That was the same concept. If you do that with me, and you my girl, I won't care. I'll just like, oh, okay, I see you. Oh, you racing against time today. You Prince of Persia today. Like, okay. Like you you go hard today. But like I'm not mad at it. I'm just like, oh, okay. I'm just acknowledging like, you getting it in. Cause think about it. From the time you sit down to when your food get there, what's that, like 30, 45 minutes, maybe?
Yeah,
Like shouldn't be no longer than 45 for real. So we talking about you put 4
you
mixed drinks
killed
down in
3
4?
mixed drinks in 30
No, four,
minutes.
4 of them things.
4. Oh,
Like,
yeah.
and that was my whole thing because then my girl started talking about, oh, like if they got specials, and I'm like, look how you see how you making things up though. You see how you got to create a scenario that we don't know if it's true. She might have just bought 4 full price drinks, and I'm sorry, forget the money for a second. Drinking 4 full price drinks in 45 minutes before our food get here, I'm a little bit worried. I'm just gonna be honest with you. I think you're running from something. I think you may not want to be here. There's a lot of shit I'm thinking, truthfully. Like you just liquoring yourself up to get through this day. Yeah, check please. We'll go. We'll go. Like why would I do that? Like why would like I'm trying to be like again, I'm gonna drink. I'm gonna get a drink. I'm gonna sip. I'm gonna be a little nice at the end of the night, but like I'm not understanding why you getting clapped before the food get
I'm
here.
that messed up. You gotta put the beer goggles on, yo.
Right. And then my girl was like, well, everybody's tolerance is different, da da da. And I'm like, cool, I get that. But for most women, if most women have 4 mixed drinks in 45 minutes, they're gonna be lit.
Nigga, forget women. Niggas.
Yeah,
Nigga,
no, listen, I know.
if
I
I had
can't
6
speak.
shots of tequila in 45 minutes,
Yeah,
I'm cooked.
I can't speak because my tolerance is dog shit. So I know I would be
My
cooked.
tolerance is high. If I have 4 drinks in 45 minutes, I'm definitely gonna be feeling
Yeah,
it.
and again, it's less about 4 drinks because if you have 4 drinks over the course of a whole day, I'm
It's
not
the
tripping.
45
No one
minutes.
should
It's
care. It's the 4.
before food get there.
Like this is what I kept trying to express. Like it don't be the just raw 48 oysters. Like if you had 48 oysters over the whole night and that was all you ate, all right. Or if you had that and you had some sides to go with it, all right, whatever. I wouldn't really be tripping. It's just plate at the plate at the plate. With you smacking, clapping, and going crazy on them, that's not wild. That's not all right. You can have it. You can have it. It's still wild, but I'll let you have it. Like you can't win because I still think you're wild for this. Like, especially on a first date. But to me, again, looking at the situation of how they even got to that moment where they were together, like, nigga, this ain't even really a date for real. Like the nigga just showed up. Like this is like,
Literally.
this
It's
is
2
literally
niggas that showed up
yeah.
at mutual meeting ground.
Yeah, and this is her, like, again, she not treating it like it's a first date neither, clearly, because I think on a first date, she probably doesn't do this.
Yeah, she
Maybe.
has some decorum, some house training, something.
So that's all I will say, ladies. Order what you want on the drink on the date. Get what you want, but please don't eat 35 plus of the same item. That's all unless they fries, nigga. If you got fries in a basket, cool. But please don't let a nigga see you eating 28 crab cakes. That's crazy. That's crazy, baby.
30 buffalo wings, yo. They
Yeah,
come 8
36
on a plate for an
wings.
appetizer.
Yeah, and you had to get 4 plates shipped in and shipped out. Come on, man.
First off, I am 6'3",
That's what I'm
340
saying,
pounds.
bro.
I could not get through 15 wings in one sitting.
That's
Unless I was high.
Bro, I'm 6'2", 250. Like, please don't ever think this is a fat shaming debate we're having. Like, these are big niggas telling you this is wild. like I need you to understand that. Like, these are fat niggas telling fat people that's greedy, baby. Come on.
That's big back behavior.
That is humongous back behavior.
Nah, I still feel like the best one you said was 36 cheese sticks, because that really puts it into perspective.
Yeah,
How
36
crazy is to have
mozzarella sticks or
so
32,
many
whatever.
of
No,
one item.
that's nuts. Yo, that's nuts. Yeah.
Imagine 30 of the soft tacos from Taco Bell.
Oh
Not none of the big burritos or nothing, just the
yeah.
soft tacos from Taco Bell.
Yeah, just the smallest one they got. Yeah, it's whatever. Like, or shoot,
Imagine you go to Long John Silver's, which I know a lot of y'all not doing, but you don't get nothing off the menu but like 50 hush puppies.
right. Like, bro, it just
Go to Arby's. Don't get none of the meat, none of the roast beef sandwiches. Get 30 jalapeno.
Yo, 30 jalapeno poppers. Holy, yo, I don't even know who to call. I have no idea who to call.
You gotta call Batman.
I gotta go Ghostbusters, nigga. I don't know who the hell I call. 30 jalapeno poppers. Yeah, and the other thing is like the reason why I even say this as well, right? Is because I've had an instance with a partner where they ate a bunch of oysters on a date, and we got back to the room, and the activities afterwards couldn't flow as well because
Oh yeah, it was full of
wow,
oysters.
surprise, you're full of fucking oysters. And it's just like, dog, you are in a landlocked state in Georgia, right? Eating
Oh
48.
no, in
Yeah,
Georgia.
I'm just.
Oh, that's great. Well, actually, no, Savannah, Georgia. What
It
part of
was
Georgia are you
Atlanta.
from?
It was Atlanta. It was Atlanta.
Oh, okay, yeah. Mm.
I'm just. I'll leave it at that. I'll leave it at that. I'll leave it at that. But a little curious. That's all. That's all. But no, this was hilarious. And the funniest thing is when you was mentioning about like eating chicken, like the way you eat chicken by yourself. It also reminded me of another post I seen about some black person who was at a job and they had like fried chicken at the job for I think it's catered food or some shit like that. And they was talking about they had a cup, like a plastic cup or a paper cup that they cut out half of the cup and then like had a little ledge that you could put the chicken on and they was eating the chicken through the cup. But like they didn't want no white folks to see them while they was eating the chicken. And I was just like, why do y'all do that? Like, why do y'all like here's my thing. Like I understand a certain level of decorum, right? Like I understand deciding, all right, you know what? If I'm pulling into a parking lot and there's mad people in here, I don't want my music dumping. But I don't understand why or when y'all only do that for white people. I don't like that. I don't like shit like that. Like I don't like when y'all just like it's just about white people. Like it's just about what they think of
Well,
you. It's just about
I
like
think this is like respectability politics, where like, oh, if you don't want to get shot by the police, instead of wearing a hoodie, wear a suit. I think this is more like I don't want to play into black stereotypes in front of white coworkers, so I don't want them to see me eating fried chicken,
but that's
which
that
is still
that's
whack.
which is still whack. That's kind
It's
of
still
like
whack.
I understand, but it's just like, dog, it's fried chicken, bro. Fried anything, bro. White people have fried Kool-Aid, they have fried Oreos, they fried
Wait, wait,
pickles.
wait. How do you fry a liquid?
Bro, I've had fried Kool-Aid
What the fuck
at
even?
in Seaside Heights. I don't know how you get it done. All I know is I tried it once. I said, "This is really good. I'm not gonna eat this again, though. This is insane. I don't want this. This is
Yeah,
a
no.
lot. It's a lot of
I thank
sugar."
God I've never had anything ridiculous fried, like fried ice cream and fried butter. First off,
Right. Fried
fried
butter.
bu- fried butter is crazy because
Fried
who
butter.
just eats butter? Why does frying it make it better? Who just eats a stick of butter?
Old women with dementia.
Whoever be walking around at the county fairs with sticks of butter in their hand need to be institutionalized.
Nigga thought that was ice cream. Nah, baby, this is butter. But
Nigga, my heart is palpitating thinking about eating a stick of fried butter.
that's just my thing because like one thing I will always say is like I've always been the type of person like if I'm pulling up somewhere, I don't want my music dumping, but like I don't change that based around white, black, Latino,
I just
Asian.
turn
Like
the
it's
music
just
down. The
I
bass
just
is gonna
yeah,
be the same.
I just don't want my shit bumping crazy when if it's mad people around. Like just because I'm like again, like for another example, like I'm in public and niggas is talking, like I'm with a group of people and we just loud as shit. Again, if I can help it, I'd like for us to, and that's not off of I do that around black people. I do that. I just do that anywhere in public. If I'm with if it's niggas and we in a black space, unless everybody else in here is loud as fuck, then of course, it's a whole different story. But if we in a space where it don't call for that and we doing that, it's like, all right, let's reel it
Oh
in a
my
little
god,
bit.
let's
Let's
do
reel
it.
it in. Like, but again, my problem is when people center white people in those interactions, like it's so weird to me. Because it's
It's
like,
weird
bro,
because it's like you're putting them on a pedestal. They're the
literally,
goal to be
literally,
achieved, and you don't want to disappoint them. It's just bad. Stop doing
literally.
that.
Like
Just
it's
be
just like,
yourself.
bro, like dog, that fried chicken that you are afraid to eat, your coworker
Also, they're already
Susan is
eating it.
smashing that shit.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, yeah, that white woman, Beatrice, like she's going crazy. That white lady from fucking Poland, she is smoking that fried chicken. Like, so don't. Why are you playing yourself? Why are you acting like, like again? Because you're eating in public around other people. I would expect you not to be like all the shit you would normally do in the crib, right? Cool.
See, as a hooper a basketball personality myself. I just can't help it when I see the chicken. I
That's a
gotta
real hooper.
gotta smash it like I'm at the
When
crib
I
whenever.
when that texture of that fried skin hit my eye.
We're being facetious, but this is still, even though we're being sarcastic, this is still crazy. But
What is
I just when you talk about the texture of the skin of the fried chicken, that's just is really.
no, it really is that. Like it really is that though. Like it really is that though. Like when you get a fresh box of some Popeyes, bro, and you pop it and you take that and they make that sound, nigga.
I'm
Oh
gonna
my
say
god,
something.
that shit is music, nigga.
I'm gonna say something that might get people up in arms.
Oh Lord, he's gonna do it.
Jollibees is better than Popeyes. If all right, so
I can see it. All right.
have you had Jollibees? That shit
Mm.
is, boy, when I tell you that shit is smacking. Really, really, really good Popeyes, which is rare because most of the time you get Popeyes, niggas don't give a fuck. It's just whatever they give you. But like really good Popeyes is still at the top of fried chicken, but average Jollibees beats out average Popeyes by
I can
far.
see that. I can see that. And because I'm looking at Jollibees, Jollibees is it's a Filipino chain. Hey, look, you know that you know what I'm telling you, them Asian niggas and they chicken. They don't
Oh yeah,
learn from
yeah.
the best.
Korean fried chicken. That's
Yeah,
nigga,
that
that's some
Korean
of the
fried
best
chicken,
chicken in
they
the world.
learn from the best, baby. I'm telling you.
Yeah. Also, Jollibees has a lot of other good options. Like they have spaghetti.
Oh, we got
Um,
Jollibees in New Jersey?
I'm telling you, check it out. I just had it for the first time a few months ago when they just opened up here in DC. I've been eating it ever since, man.
Yeah, I mean it ain't like we're even remotely close to me, but
Soon,
okay.
right?
Yeah,
It'll be there
soon.
soon. Hopefully.
Soon. But yeah, no, I mean, look, when it comes to the chicken shit, I always say like a lot of that is very subjective. Because again, I remember going to Bojangles and thinking Bojangles was insanely superior. Because the one I went to every time, like in Virginia, that shit was
Mm-hmm.
tough. It was fire every time.
And then
And then I
you
went
went
to it,
somewhere else.
and then I went to a different Bojangles, and I was like, this shit sucks.
That's how
Like,
Popeyes is, man.
yeah,
Like some
No,
Popeyes is
Popeyes is
God
the
tier.
exact same thing. I've been to the same Popeyes and had that night and day experience.
Nigga,
Like I've been
Popeyes
to the
is
same
the
stores like that.
progenitor of night and day. Like, damn, this shit was smacking a week ago. Who back there frying this shit now?
Yeah, like when Gwendolyn back there with the arms waving,
Oh,
boy.
with the arms waving.
You know what I'm talking when she got
Oh, I know.
when the fat swaying when she not the lunch lady elbow. I'm with it. But then you get back there and you're like, oh, who that? That's Kurt. Oh hell no, hell no. I
That
don't
nigga
trust.
just got off high school, yo. He coming to his work
Yeah,
for
nah.
minimum wage. Yeah, nah,
Yeah,
he finna fuck this shit up.
Kurt 23. He don't got no flavor. He just not
See,
Kurt.
this is why we need fast food restaurants to pay people a livable wage because most of the people taking these jobs are niggas in high school
Yeah,
and
they
they
don't care.
damn sure don't give a fuck. I
They don't
need
care.
a
Or
person
even if
in
they
their
20
late
year
20s,
olds.
early
Yeah.
30s.
Like anybody who works at McDonald's, like it don't matter the age you are. You could be 42. You just like
You just need a
you're
job.
yeah. You just need work. You just need to pay, nigga. Like so
That's why
you.
I need niggas to make $27 an hour at these restaurants so we can get some good quality food 100% of the time.
Then
I'm
y'all could be
tired of it
picky.
being a Hail Mary toss up whenever you go if
Yeah.
it's gonna be good or not.
Because if y'all paying them niggas 20, then y'all could be a bit picky. 25, then y'all could be a bit picky. Because guess what? I promise you, it's still gonna be the same old miscreants and rapscallions applying for your job. But then now think about it. At 25, it's niggas who like I can make more money flipping burgers than
Yeah.
shit that requires more out of me. So I might come over here flip burgers and I'm treating this shit serious. Cause for 25, brother, I'll be the best burger flipper you ever seen.
I'm not gonna hold you. 25 is not enough for me to work a fast food restaurant because the stress of dealing with customers is not worth the hassle.
But
I'd
that's
rather
also
work
the
a
thing.
corporate job with
That's
benefits.
also the thing. At 25, nigga, that stress might not be as stressful. Cause I'm thinking to
Mm,
myself, when I worked at McDonald's, bro, when I worked at McDonald's, I made $9 and some change.
oof.
Maybe 9.50.
I'm ready to fight somebody if you talk to me wrong for $9, but
$10 even, bro. If you complain about something for $10, your order was fucked up. I don't care. I don't give a fuck. I don't care, bro. Oh, you had an onion on your burger and you're allergic to onions? Then peel it off and hope you don't die, bitch. I don't care. Why would I care? That's your problem.
$10, nigga. I made $80 today. I do not care, bro.
Yeah, I made $80 before taxes.
Yeah, before
Before
taxes.
taxes. After taxes, nigga, I'm bringing home $60-something. Like I've seen a nigga with an order with one singular order that was my paycheck for the day. Get the fuck out of my face, bro. I'm
Yeah.
serious. I'm so serious. I watched a nigga order eight Shamrock shakes and a few Big Macs, and that is my pay for the day. Please get
So,
out of my face. Don't piss me off.
do you think if you worked at McDonald's and you were getting paid $25 an hour, you would like the environment more dealing with the customers and their bullshit?
No. But I do think I would. Again, it's like you get what you pay for. Like there's a certain level
Yeah.
of seriousness that I would afford the customers because
Like
it's
if
like
my job was on the line anytime I fucked up an order and I'm making $25 an hour, I would make sure that order was correct every
right, bro.
single time.
Yeah. Like I would be much. I would give a fuck. I would care.
But
Like I would.
even now, your job's not really on the line if you fuck up an order, honestly. For
I mean, yeah, exactly. Because especially in a lot of these cases, it's like, bro, they pay niggas so little, they do this so little. Like it's like I remember when I was working there. I remember niggas working with me were just like, "What you want?" And I was like, okay, well, isn't there like, is there like a greeting that you're supposed to say? I remember this happening vividly once. Like, basically, the dude
why
literally just
you
picked up the
care, bro?
yeah, no, literally, he picked up the mic. He
That
was just
shit
like,
that shit
he was,
blows my mind about
he was
people that
just like,
pay
yo,
so much.
like, he's something along the lines of, yeah, what you need, basically, right? Like, like what you need. Like, and then she was like, "Oh, well, isn't there? Aren't you supposed to ask me about like a cookie or a little ice cream cone?" And the nigga just
Nigga,
sat there in silence for like, like
that's
4 or 5
I want to
seconds.
shake this man's hand,
He
yo.
just
I
sat
want to
there and was
shake
just
this man's
like,
hand.
"How can I help you?" like he just sat there thinking. I was like, no, I don't really give a fuck. Still, what do you need? Let me just
It's
reword. What do you need?
it's fucking insane to me that some people, and we know who these people are, but some people go to a restaurant and they really, I don't know if, are you going to a restaurant expecting like this joyous occasion where you're expecting like banter and witty
And top,
convo? Like you want to come to McDonald's, you want the cashier that's been dogged on all day by people.
by idiots.
You want this nigga to have a smile on his face and say, "Welcome to McDonald's." I don't know the slogan, but slogan here, and then these are the specials and this and that. That's what you want every time you want to. Nigga, I prefer if a nigga didn't say it to register, and I just tell him what I want. He walks away and brings me the food.
Yeah, bro, I never had a problem with that. I promise. Like, there were so many times I've had people like just straight up like, yeah, like I'll walk in and it's like, how can I help you? I'm like, oh, can I get a anything else? Okay, what drink? Like, I don't care. I
That's
don't
the
care.
perfect
I literally
interaction.
will.
That's what I
I
want.
I will
Nigga,
never
you don't
care.
even need to say anything. You can nod your head at me. That's enough for me to start. Okay. Like I walk up to the counter, you nod your head. I'm like, all right, beef and cheddar. Damn, it's crazy. I went straight to Arby's when you're talking about McDonald's.
Yo, this
Where's my
nigga's
head at?
sick,
But
yo. He on the defense force, yeah.
yeah, man.
Instead of the
Nigga, I'm
IDF,
always
it's the ADF, yo, the Arby's defense force. This nigga's
yeah,
sick.
I'm an Arby's defender to the day
He
I
a
die,
soldier
bro.
in the fascist Arby's government.
Yo, no, Arby's is fighting for the good side. We're the good ones. We're
That's
not fascists.
crazy. Fascist RB government. I'm not even gonna talk about that acronym, but keep going. I'm so sorry. That just go ahead.
I would not. Okay, nah. I wouldn't have put that together if you didn't say that. That's crazy. But
Yeah.
as I was saying, if a nigga did not say anything to me, he just nodded at me after I walked to the counter. I would give him my order. He would come back, bring me the food, and I leave. That's the perfect exchange.
Yeah, bro. I would love it if you could just read my mind. Just go get it, talk, and then all you just Joe. Like that's it. That's all I
Yeah,
ever do. I don't care if y'all smile. I don't care if y'all happy because I know y'all aren't.
I
That's
know.
the
I don't.
secret, Cap.
Yeah, I know y'all not happy.
That's the secret, Cap.
If anything, you can vent to me about how unhappy you are.
Because I've been here. Like, oh, they still doing that? Yeah, that is pretty sus. Yeah.
Hey man, keep your head up, bro. At least you're making $25 now.
Yeah, all right, man. I'll fuck with you, bro. Like, like, yeah, I just never I never understood that propensity to like, damn, like, cause I've had it before when I used to work at McDonald's. Like, I remember one time I was leaning on like the register and I had my hand over the register and I was putting in the order of the person in front of me. Right, it was two people in line, and I got the first person gave them their food, they ordered, and they was done. They moved out the way. So then I'm sitting there and I'm sitting at the order and I'm looking down and then I look up at the person who's in the line and they still standing a little far back. So I'm like, okay, I guess he's not ready yet. So I look back down, I look back up, and he's still sitting there. So now I kind of look at him for a little bit like, okay, what we doing? Like, are you thinking, or because you looking at me instead of the menu? Now, like before he was looking at the menu, now you looking at me. Like you ready to order? Like what we doing? And I'm just staring at him, and we literally are just staring at each other for like 3-4 seconds before he's just like, oh, can I? I can order. I'm like, bro, I just
Nigga,
took the order of
yes.
the nigga in front of you.
Yo, I need y'all to please have a brain. Don't wait for somebody to say, all right,
Yeah.
next in line, nigga. He just moved aside. Walk up.
Like, bro, why do I? Come on, bro. Yes, bro. Yes, you can order. Like again, but like you said, like literally, the guy was like, oh, well, I just didn't know if you could. I'm like, yeah, no, I hear you. So what you need? Yeah, because I feel like you should probably let us know. And I'm like, yo, my nigga, get to your fucking order. Seriously, like, what do you? I don't care, bro. Get to your order. Yo, don't don't piss me off, yo.
I don't want to cut you off, but our phones are definitely listening to us because I just got a notification from Uber Eats saying that Buffalo Wild Wings is giving out free mozzarella sticks.
How many? They got a limit on how many? Surely it's not 48.
It couldn't possibly listen. From Buffalo Wild Wings with orders of $30 plus. I feel like the
Nigga.
30. They heard me say 30. They heard me say 30.
30 jalapeno poppers. Nigga, I seen
Is that the same?
a Dash Pass special the other day. That shit says spend $65, save 10. Yeah.
You niggas
It's
are
like,
sick
yo,
in the head.
spend 65. Spend 65, nigga. The subtotal is 65 before any. Okay, okay, all right, bro. All right, bro. And it was like
And you know
save.
that
It's
10
like
is gonna get eaten
spend
up by
65.
every charge imaginable.
Right? Yes. Yeah. Like that was the part. Like, because it was like, bro, I can understand if you give me like a good 20% off of everything at 65. Because I like that could be worth it. I could smooth get like $15 off. Like, but nigga, you just capping it at 10. Like you just like, hey, yeah, like instead of 65, you get maximum 10 off. Yeah. Cool. That's it. But yeah, no, but ooh. Okay, all right. Let's what else we got? What else we got on this agenda? We spent a good little grip on Oyster Girl. We ain't even mention one swallow biscuit, man.
All I'm gonna say is the growing number of people that I've seen online doing Popeyes reviews and then just swallowing the biscuit whole is concerning. I am concerned for future generations.
What's that
What does this mean?
what's that Elon Musk tweet concerning? We'll look into this.
I know you see that one video of that dude. He was doing some type of review. I don't even remember what he was reviewing, but he drizzled a squirt, a little squeech of honey on the biscuit, and he popped that bitch in his mouth whole and swallowed it. I don't even know he didn't even chew it. He just popped it in his mouth and swallowed it.
That nigga just muscled it down.
After all these years of memes of niggas choking to death on these flaky ass, dry ass Popeyes biscuits, and this nigga just swallowed it whole. Either they changed the recipe or this nigga has the strongest throat known to man.
Swallowing a whole is like that's an AO. Like
like I said, he didn't chew it. He just popped it in his mouth and it was gone. He was in the middle of talking, popped it into his mouth, and then finished the sentence afterwards.
Not you finish with a sentence. That's really what make it sick for real. Because like I could understand if you was out of commission for 15, like you needed 15 seconds to like get your throat back. Like
it shouldn't even be physically possible to swallow a Popeyes biscuit whole without chewing.
And then
your
speak.
throat. Imagine what Captain Crunch does to the roof of your mouth. That's what Popeyes biscuits do to your throat.
Like if Popeyes biscuits was I feel like Popeyes biscuits and Butterfingers are the same thing. Like,
Butterfingers. I've had a Butterfingers in so long, bro. I hope they got discontinued.
Break a Butterfingers up into chunks and then swallow a Butterfingers whole. Man. You will not breathe for another 2 minutes. You will be physically unable to breathe for at least 2 minutes. Don't chew nothing either. Just
it's crazy that Butterfingers is the only candy like that because Kit Kat has a wafer in it, and Kit Kats are just fine. Why is Butterfingers the only one that's like that?
I think Kit Kats were like it's the texture. They were softer, so they like melted a little bit more. Whereas like Butterfingers were like stronger. They were more sturdy, so like they were crunchy in a sense. Like
yeah, you bite into fucking instead of peanut brittle,
so
you're
it's like
biting
yeah.
into fucking.
So like a
Oh
Kit Kat in
no!
your throat like will melt at some point. The wafer is soft. The milk chocolate it will melt.
Yeah.
Like it'll just give up. Like nigga, the Butterfinger that bitch retain the shape all the way
Oh
through.
man,
That
you
shit'll get
making me
all the
think.
way through to the colon and it still be the same shape. Like
And fucking Butterfinger is probably a colon cleanser. It keeps the same shit. If you swallow a Butterfinger whole and you don't chew it, it goes all the way down to the colon, and that wafer will clean out everything stuck in your intestines on the way out.
I'm telling you, Dr. Sebi told me.
Yeah, hey man.
Right before
We
I was
all
in
know he don't lie. Genius,
he don't
revolutionary.
miss. He don't miss.
He got acquitted of a court case, so obviously he was right.
Bro, come on now. Y'all gotta catch up. He do not miss. Like when you think about it, I mean,
I mean, he's
yeah.
dead. He can't miss shit now.
No, I was gonna say like cum really is green. Like sometimes.
What?
Oh yeah, that was one of his bags.
What? He
Oh
said
yeah.
cum is green?
Oh, he said a lot that was like
What?
physically impossible. Yeah.
Nah, he was just saying shit. Because I know that if he knew his cum was green, he would have been at the doctor's office. That nigga was just saying shit. There's no fucking
No, he
way
was a
in
grifter
hell,
for sure.
bro.
He was a grifter for sure.
That just makes it even worse for the people that believed him. If you heard a nigga say cum is green, why would you listen to anything he has to say?
He said periods were unnatural. He said quite a few things that were just like physically impossible.
You know, I've seen a few people say periods are unnatural. I don't know if that came from Dr. Sebi or if this is a common belief amongst hoteps.
I'm sure he wasn't the only nigga, but I do get the feeling
He definitely popularized
he's probably the nigga who popularized it for y'all.
it.
But I'm sure there's probably many niggas in history who were just fucking spitballing at one point and said, "Yeah, you
Just
know what?
spitballing.
You know it's not real." Periods, not real.
You know, I don't really like periods. So I'm gonna try to convince women to stop having them.
Yeah, but they're not real. Those pains you're having is because
Mucus buildup from the food
yeah, mucus.
drink
Damn. Ooh, there you
alkaline
go.
water and
Yeah,
berries.
alkaline water and berries and fruit. Which, granted, I mean,
It's
look,
not like our ancestors were hunting and gathering and eating berries, but you know, go on.
yeah,
Whatever.
like I mean, granted, like it's not like listen, like that's the part that I always say, like the nigga, like a broken clock is right twice a day. He got the food part right, not by any stretch of science or any like just off the strength of like, well, it feels good when I put vegetables and fruit and very light like proteins in my body. Well, yeah, you got that part right for sure. But then when you talked about the energetic frequency of each food, and you just made that up. You
What the
just
fuck
made
is
that
an
up.
energetic frequency?
Oh no! So the reason why he picked fruits and vegetables and some of these proteins were because all these foods have different levels of alkalinity and they have different like electrical. Again, I dislike the nigga so much. I
I'm
did
glad he's
study
dead.
this. No,
We
I
need no
dislike the nigga this much that I studied word like bar for bar what he was getting at so I could cook it. Because I was just like, I need to know exactly what he thinks so I can prove to you niggas this is dog shit. But anyway, speaking of something else that is not real, niggas saw Bigfoot. Except like not really Bigfoot, but like niggas saw Bigfoot. Except like not like that's not actually Bigfoot for real. But like niggas saw Bigfoot, bro.
Niggas think they saw Bigfoot.
Niggas saw
You know,
Bigfoot.
it sucks. Because I definitely believe that there are Bigfoots out there, big feets. You know, big feet niggas out there. I myself am a Bigfoot nigga. I wear a size 14, so I know there's big feet nigga out there.
I know there's big feet out there.
So I want to believe. I want to believe, like they said on fucking what was that show? X Factor, not X Factor.
X-Files.
X Files. It's like I want to believe. I want to believe in all the cryptids. I believe in aliens. I
Yeah, I
believe
love
in
you little
Bigfoot.
guys. I would love for you guys to be real.
But
Honestly.
I'm so. It's crazy. Like I said, I believe that this shit is out there, but I never believe when niggas post evidence because the evidence is not real. Like
Yeah.
if
Yeah,
this
that'd be the
is
issue. Like, I feel like, bro, if we ain't seen Bigfoot by now, like, we not finna see, we not supposed to see them. Like,
yeah, exactly. Don't say we not finishing. Say something is keeping us from seeing them.
Yeah, we're not
But
supposed to.
I mean, like most cryptids, like I don't know. It's like in today's day and age with 4K camera capturing ability, we still somehow have not captured most of these cryptids.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like a lot of the older cryptids, like I feel like Loch Ness Monster has been disproved like 9,000 times, and that was like some sort of boat with like a tube on it or something. But if you think about like the older cryptids, since we're in like the technology age now, the only cryptids that we're still seeing are like unidentified shit that's like that nobody knows what it is, or Bigfoot. We're still seeing Bigfoot pop up everywhere. We're not seeing old shit like the New Jersey Devil. When's the last time you heard anybody say they saw that? When was the last time you seen anybody see the Mothman? It feels like a lot of
Yeah.
the
Well,
older
I mean, I never
cryptids were
necessarily believe
unidentified like
in yeah.
animals, and people just like that shit was fucking crazy. That had to be like a demon or something.
Mm-hmm.
But now that we're in this age of technology, we're not seeing the same amount of cryptid sightings that like people used to see. Like, I mean, back in like 2016 or something, they had those night crawlers in Fresno that look like just pants legs walking. But
I don't. I'm
you
unfamiliar with
haven't
their
seen
shit.
that? Look up Fresno night crawlers. It just looks like pants walking. Like it's not the same as like the New Jersey Devil or the Mothman. But then again, people.
Oh no.
Oh, you seen the Fresno night crawlers? Yeah. I was about to say we haven't seen the Mothman in so long because people say he only appears when there's like catastrophic events, but I feel like there's been nonstop catastrophic events for like the last 6 years.
Bro, we got one happening right now, so you gonna have to show me like we about to spend the last hour talking about it. So you gonna have to show me. You gonna have to
Well,
show me.
this is a war. I don't think war counts as I think it's like natural disasters.
Oh, now niggas.
And the Mothman is only in certain areas, so like it's only natural disasters in that area. I
Niggas is
guess
cherry picking, yeah. All right,
he's
yeah.
cherry picking disasters. Yeah,
Like,
but
yo,
we get off topic. We talking about this Bigfoot. If nobody's seen it, you can Google what was it? Colorado train Bigfoot. They
yeah,
were on a
something like
train in Colorado,
that.
and somebody recorded what appeared to be a Bigfoot walking through a field.
Now,
And
mm-hmm.
I was just gonna say it's in better quality than any other Bigfoot quality video we've seen before, but at the same time, it's come on, man, it's a nigga in a suit.
Yeah, I was saying, and I think honestly, I think a lot of these were probably niggas in suits, where it's like niggas got these big ass fur suits on, and think about it, you're just in a place where you just don't think anyone else is there, so you see this being that just looks insane, and I mean, yeah,
Yeah, and a lot of people were saying that they believe. I think that the people on the train, they're not in on this. They just happen to be on the train going by. I think it was just some random nigga with too much time on his hands that had a Bigfoot suit. He was just walking out in the field, hoping that the people on the train would see him so that they could make these headlines. So like
because, and I think maybe that, but or maybe it could be something that we just again we wouldn't even get because the other thing I'm thinking is I remember seeing a video when they pointed at him and it looked like he recognized he was being seen.
and then he sat down so
And
he
then he
could stay
sat
in place
down
so everybody like could just get him on.
again.
Yeah, yeah.
So that's my whole sort of thing where do we believe the Bigfoots know what like that's the what
If
makes me believe this is the
anything,
person.
if I'm a Bigfoot, I'm getting pointed at. I'm gonna like run away, scurry
I
away, something.
But think about it. There's a train passing by on a train track. You theoretically can't even see these people. Like you can see these people, but what frame of reference do you even have for what they're doing? They're pointing and
Yeah,
putting their phone against a screen. Why would that make a creature duck?
sit
You get what
down.
I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like to me, that's why it gives me the vibe that that's a person because what creature is like that would you know what I mean? Like what am I
If
ducking for?
anything, if he wasn't scared and running away, he would have just stood there like looking confused.
It just smooth look like are those things on there? Are they looking at me? Mm,
That's weird.
That was weird as fuck. Anyway, what am I eating? But I'm looking at a list of the most popular cryptids in every state.
Mhm.
A lot of these are, a lot of werewolves, a lot of Loch Ness monsters, a lot of
Loch
chupacabras.
Ness monsters and Nigga, it's called the Loch Ness Monster because it was in Loch Ness.
Listen,
Why
a
are there
lot, a
Loch Ness
lot of
monsters in
places,
the States?
a lot of places got lakes, and niggas just think it's some big silly creature in that damn
And
lake.
they just call it Loch Ness Monster.
Hmm
Nigga,
But
call it a monster named after the lake. This is Silly Creature Lake.
then we have some just downright odd ones, right? We've got
Let's see.
the I don't even know how to pronounce this. The Fouk monster, the Fouke monster,
I think I heard of this.
the Fauk monster. It's an Arkansas legend.
Yeah, I
This one
think I
is
heard of this.
Yeah, this one is similar to it's a man-like creature, 7 feet tall, 3 feet across the chest. That's a big ass nigga. Uh,
That's Shaq. You just
um,
talking about Shaq.
yeah, Sasquatch-like cryptid that resides in a network of creeks in Arkansas. Yeah, so that. It was a red-eyed creature with inhuman strength and can move very quickly like an evil, hairy swamp Superman. That is hilarious.
What
Thank
makes
you for that.
anything you just said evil?
We don't know. I guess because it's got red eyes and it probably yoked a nigga up once. Where
Nigga,
he
I
just
got
said,
a
"Yo,
red
my
eye, got
nigga,
enough smoke.
yo, my nigga, get the fuck off my land, bro." He said,
Yo,
"Okay, okay."
if you keep looking at that map, yo, there are some crazy cryptids. Like somehow in lakes in random parts of America, there's giant octopi.
Oh yeah, like Kraken. Like, why do y'all believe in
How is
that?
a kraken in a lake in America? Please have some common sense, yo.
But yeah, so I'm
Oh
still
my
going.
god.
I'm still going. In Colorado, they have Yetis, which I mean, I guess.
Maybe in the mountains, the Bigfoot get
In
white fur because it's snowing. I don't know.
in Connecticut, they have something called the Mokele Mbembe.
That's not African.
Nigga, that's gotta be African. Like, so let's see. The Mokele Mbembe, which is Lingala, which is a tonal Bantu language spoken in Congo. Hello. Which is the one who stops the flow of rivers, is a mythical water-dwelling entity that supposedly lives in a Congo River basin. Oh, so he not even in
Nigga,
Connecticut,
I was gonna
bro. He
say
just
that's not even that don't even sound like a cryptid. This sounds like a deity, a
it,
mythical creature.
it's described as a quadrupedal herbivore with smooth skin, a long neck, and a single tooth or horn. So basically Nessie.
Yeah,
It's
I'm
basically
looking at
Nessie.
this list too.
How did it get to
Uh,
Connecticut though?
there's a staggering amount of like dinosaurs. Like there's a lot of Loch Ness monster type niggas in here, type beats.
Type beat, yeah. Loch Ness type beat.
I do love this one. I love the Wampus cat.
The Wampus cat.
That is just a funny name. It's
Where is
this
that? I
isn't
don't even
even.
see it.
I'm looking at a different list.
Oh, okay, the Wampus cat.
I'm looking at it's just that's not even a cryptid. That's just a large predatory cat in eastern Tennessee. Nigga, that's just a big mountain lion a nigga ran into one day. I was like, nah, that shit was not normal.
Nigga
Uh-uh.
said it's a spiritual green-eyed cat having occult powers. He be summoning.
Occult powers? How the cat? Yeah, niggas are funny, bro. Niggas are hilarious.
He be summoning.
Wampus is just a funny ass name.
Wampus is hilarious. I'm looking at it. Skunk ape is just another
The skunk ape
variation
is a
of
normal one. That's like a
yeah.
Florida. You know what? That's why I believe Bigfoot is real because they got Florida Bigfoot.
Yeah, yeah, Florida got
Florida
their
man
own.
and Bigfoot. The skunk ape is definitely Florida man Bigfoot for sure.
They got the Yowie in New England, which is whatever the hell that is. Let me look this up.
Don't some religions call God Yahweh?
It's like Yowie. I don't know how to pronounce it, but it's Yowie.
Uh,
Apparently this thing is hairy ape-like creature standing upright at 6'11". Okay, so the same.
oh, Bigfoot has to be real because
That's that
every
nigga
state has
cousin.
some sort of Bigfoot. A
Every
Yeti,
state
a
got a seven,
Yowie,
8, nine
skunk
foot
ape,
tall hairy nigga that's strong as shit. And bat squatch is crazy. Hello?
Bat Squatch.
Yeah, now we cooking.
Oh yeah, no, this is what I want. Yeah, this is some real
Bat
shit.
squatch.
Man.
Oh, look at the pic of this nigga. What? Hey yo,
Hold on, put it in the chat. Put it in the chat.
ain't no fucking way.
No,
Ain't no way.
nigga,
That's one.
that's a
Hold on.
werewolf.
This one is even worse. Oh Lord.
Nigga, that's Man Bat from Gotham City. What the fuck?
He said man bat from Gotham City.
Nigga, look up Man Bat from DC Comics. Tell me that don't look exactly like this nigga. The
Let's
second
see.
picture. The
Oh,
first
no.
picture looked like a werewolf with
He got
wings.
G's on. That nigga got your bows on. He got a Miris on.
He got the Rick Owen pants on.
It's the nigga that asked you, yo, you got a lighter?
He's actually mad chill. He just has a disability. Niggas just keep calling him a cryptid, but
Oh shit. I just got like this unusual hair growth and niggas just be on like they just be on dick about it for real. Like I'm really a regular dude, bro.
hair growth, huh? What about the wings
Yeah,
and the ears and the fangs?
I mean, my father had them and my mother did too. So I mean, I don't know. I don't know what to think.
But listen, you got that lighter or not? I'm trying to get back in the club. I need to smoke real quick.
Yeah, yeah. But anyway, so the light, you got a light, like, cause I got a Vogue. I just bummed one from the last dude. You got a light?
They let you in the club with no shirt on, just bat wings out.
He said, it's less of let in the club,
They
but
ain't really have a choice. I mean, look at me. I go where I want.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Only nigga that can stop me is Batman, and he fighting somebody more important than me, like Killer Croc.
Yeah,
That's another nigga with jeans on that look like a reptile, though.
he in the sewer with that other nigga, so I don't know. They got a Thunderbird. What the hell is a Thunderbird?
Never heard of Thunderbird? I actually believe that one because Native Americans came up with that one. I be listening to them. They know what they're talking about.
Let's see.
Niggas been talking about Thunderbird since like before America was colonialized. Like that's Native Americans been talking about Thunderbird. That's just part of their legend.
Okay. Let's see. Oh, North Dakota is a big place where they basically saying these niggas is 20. Oh wait, hold on. Oh, that's a 4 life size Thunderbird. Okay, yeah, Damn, 20 feet. This bird is gigantic. Not Michigan dog, man.
Oh yeah, Michigan got dog man on.
That's
They got dog food too.
that's me when I'm off the liquor, for real.
All right, bro.
I'm off the liquor. I feel like Detroit dog, man. Fucked up in the
Detroit
crib feeling like
dog,
Detroit
man.
dog. George
What is
Devil,
the Dover demon and why is his head so bulbous?
I'm screaming. Hey, yo, boy, why is your that nigga got mad thoughts in there, yeah?
He look like Megamind.
I'm crying.
Oh
Not safe search blurring is on. They tried to save me.
some of these cryptids also just look like fucking aliens, like little grays. Like it's a lot of big head little niggas in here.
Big little niggas.
It's also this might be fucked up too. This also could be niggas that had disabilities, like whatever Jason from Friday the 13th had, where his head was really big,
Hmm.
and people, it was a different time back then. They just could not fathom a nigga with a cranium like that, so they just
Yeah.
immediately went to Dover Demon.
Yeah, some people was even saying that the creature could have been like just an owl based on like size, and then if it had its like wings spread like hands, you might have
Mm-hmm.
just thought those were tendrils or something.
Tendrils, especially if it was dark and you were shining a light,
Yeah,
you might
right,
not even
yeah.
see the wings. You'll just see the veins in the
Right,
wings.
exactly. Yeah. And so you just yeah.
See, a lot of these cryptids have explanations. It's just like the Jersey Devil, the Mothman. Like a lot of these are just animals that niggas back then were too dumb to understand.
Yeah. Especially the Mothman. Like that no, there was one Mothman and then he died. Like there isn't one anymore. But yeah, no, that was a real guy who was a moth. Yeah, for sure.
You're being facetious, but I agree. There was one Mothman that would appear and alert niggas to natural disasters, and then he died. And there
And
hasn't been one since like the
he didn't have an
fucking
heir.
70s.
He didn't have an heir. Nobody wanted to mate with him for
When
obvious
was
reasons.
obviously y'all can
For
Google when
very
was the
obvious reasons.
last Mothman sighting?
Probably the 90s.
If that.
Yeah, I feel like it's been a while.
It's
A
been a
lot of
hot
shit
minute.
has been.
Nobody said anything about the Mothman.
Oh, 2016, Point Pleasant, West Virginia.
They got a picture?
He said he. This is hilarious.
Oh, this nigga lying. If he don't got a picture, he's lying.
He's got something.
Oh, come on, man. What is this? No,
Yeah,
this
that's the
shit is
worst part because he said he saw something jump from tree to tree. And look, I ain't gonna hold you. Let me see this bitch jump from a tree one time. I will pull over and take a pic as well.
Yeah. That's not a Mothman, though. More than likely, that's just some fucking creature.
that might be moth nigga. Like,
What's you remember that that
that is
viral
butterfly guy.
video from like you remember that viral video of all the niggas in Alabama that was out looking for the leprechaun back in like
Yeah, you want to see a
2009?
leprechaun say yeah.
Yeah, that's Moth nigga.
No, that's butterfly guy. It's a totally different dude. That's his
That's
cousin.
damn
Him
sure.
and Mothman don't really get along type shit, but
That's damn sure not no Mothman. That is first off, Mothman not jumping tree to tree. That nigga just be posting up with red eyes, scaring the shit out of people.
He said he just be posting. You ain't never seen him fly.
Literally, his name is Mothman, but he'll fly. He just be showing up with red eyes, scaring people.
I kind of gave the moth and shit up. I'm more man than moth, really.
Listen. You see me, just know some shit is about to go down. Now
I
you
mean,
can be here or not. That's up to you.
you look me in my eyes, I'm telling you, like, I'm telling you.
I want some more cryptids, man. This shit is boring now, bro.
Now I want some more cryptid. All this AI, yo. Give me some new cryptids, yo. Come on.
No, I mean like
No, I mean with the advent of AI, y'all should be able to put some freaky amalgamations together and then create a whole new cryptid behind it. Give me some new shit. Give me new like these SCPs y'all be doing. Give me some new
no,
cryptids.
do not give me no SCPs. Them niggas on a whole nother level.
I mean, that's basically what cryptids is.
Give me a skinwalker. I want to. We have nobody seen a skinwalker ever.
I'm good. Listen,
Nobody seen it.
all the shit that Native Americans say exists, keep that shit.
No,
where
I definitely believe it, but nobody's recording it. There, if you look at all these cryptids, nobody's taking a picture. They got pictures of Jersey Devil, Mothman, Bigfoot,
don't
Loch Ness Monster. We don't got no
listen.
skinwalker pics.
I'ma say it again, bro. If them Native Americans say a nigga exists, that's all we need. I don't need no proof, yo. Don't show me no
I
pic.
don't want proof. I just want to see it. I want to see a
Nah.
deer mid-transformation like the thing.
You can't. You can't. That's why you ain't seen a pic yet.
Yes, man.
That's why you ain't seen a pic.
But I
What is,
do
hold on, I'm
agree.
looking
Whatever
in
the
my
Native Americans believe, man, that shit. The Thunderbird, Skinwalker, Wendigo. That's yeah.
Yeah, because it's supposed to be what? A harmful witch who has the ability to turn into, possess, or disguise themselves as animals.
Yeah. And a Wendigo is I think a vengeful spirit that comes to possess people after they cannibalize someone. That's why there's no Wendigos right now, because nobody's cannibalizing anybody right now. This
Shit, we
isn't the
not eating no more.
1730s where like niggas are starving to death in the wilderness and I gotta make a choice.
Mm-hmm.
We need
Yeah,
to have an experiment. We might need to have somebody eat somebody to see if the Wendigo spirit come for them. Or that's too far for an experiment, or like
probably. At the very least.
by the laws of the land. That is, yeah.
I'm literally like reading some articles talking about a place called Skinwalker Ranch, and it's just like, so what's really going on? It's like theory one, people are lying to get money. Theory two, extraterrestrial visitors. I mean, hey, look, it's one or
They
the
made
other,
a
right?
movie about that, and in the movie they were saying it's probably aliens.
Yeah, theory three, interdimensional visitors. I mean, shit. Well, let's just keep going. Theory four, geophysical processes causing the brain to hallucinate. So basically, they said either y'all lying to get
Y'all
money.
niggas getting gassed.
So y'all either saying it's lying to get money, it's niggas from a different terrestrial, niggas from a different dimension, or y'all niggas just getting hit with what's that shit with the fear serum? Like
Or y'all getting hit with so much carbon monoxide poison, y'all niggas hallucinating.
y'all getting hit with that shit Scarecrow be doing to niggas. Y'all niggas is just drunk out there. Like,
hey, we got Man Bat, so why can't we have Scarecrow in real life?
hey, talk about it. He ain't even a cryptid. That's just
a nigga out there.
he woke up
Doing
like
his
that
thing.
one day.
That nigga made all the cryptids. He made everybody
He was
hallucinate
creating them.
disease and shit.
He created like the small little figurines and they came to life. All right. So what else we got? What else? We had a whole bunch of shit on here and we didn't even bother, which is fine because this was much more fun anyway.
This is definitely better.
What else? So we got artists, musical artists, and their content aging as they do. You know, we have
Drake.
Well,
Drake,
Jay-Z. It's a lot of artists, to talk about with that. We have the Taylor Swift shit in the NFL, which would also go with this. We've got a trillion Israel topics. We've got book bannings. We've got AI generated apologies. We've got George Santos.
What happened with the AI generated apologies? I think
Oh no, that was
down.
just.
I don't know what that's about.
Yeah. I just put that down because one, I've seen it happen before, but it was just such a funny concept to me because like I'm just like I didn't even have much on it. It was just the idea of you apologizing to your wife and then getting AI to generate it. It's like so then all right, let's talk about all the other shit you shouldn't use AI generation for. Like,
I mean, I know you don't watch it, but South Park had an episode last season about using AI to interact with your spouse. Where like
I'm glad you said that because the other thing I was gonna say was writing your wedding vows with AI.
oh, I mean, yeah. I mean, we're literally at that point in history right now. This isn't the future. We're here. You could use AI to literally, if you don't want to think about something, you don't want to put the power in, the manpower, the thought power, AI is right there.
Nigga said, I'm over this shit, yo. Tell my bitch what I like.
Literally.
Tell my
Like,
girl what I
imagine you
like
get
about
into
her.
an argument and you just, I don't feel like reading all this shit. You just copy and paste everything they say in the paragraph and put it in Chat GBT and say, craft the perfect apologetic response to this. And then they
Then
throw it out.
last sentence be like him like the AI acknowledging that it's AI.
This has been read to you by Chat GPT.
If you like the rest of this, please subscribe to the premium edition. But yeah, so I don't know. We can really go wherever. The grown man raps part, I didn't have too much on that. I think that was
grown man raps.
So this was a concept that people were when the Drake album first came out. A lot of people were critiquing the Drake album for like sort of the immaturity of his lyrics, right? And mind you, I came in here and said the same thing. Yes, last week. I listened to the album, at least the first 11 songs, 23 songs. I listened to the first, no, yeah, I listened to the first 11. Of the first 11, I'm not gonna hold you, I liked 8. I liked 8 out of the 11. Wasn't a big fan of the Yeet song. Hated Slime You Out.
It was crazy. The only song that I've heard on the album is the Yeet song.
Yeah, which I mean,
like
that's gonna be a number one hit for him. So like that tracks. People really liked it, or people really wanted to hear it at the very least. But so anyway, so the critique after listening to the first 11 songs, I understand where this grown man rap critiques come from because there's one song, I think it's like 7969 Santa, something like that. Don't know what the hell that stands for. Like niggas is speaking in Morse code or something. But listen to that song, and some of the lyrics are just like it's basically Drake talking to a 25-year-old, and apparently him and the 25-year-old are getting into it, and then the 25-year-old is basically saying, well, damn, I'm young, I'm only 25, and then Drake basically just saying, I don't want to hear that shit. Like, you can't use that as an excuse no more. And I'm like,
nigga, why don't you
know
go
what
talk
would
to a nigga
help
your
you,
age then?
right? Like, you know what would help you not deal with women using that as an excuse? Because my thing is like Drake, you slept with folks you probably shouldn't have been, and you were in your 30s. Early 30s. So what do we like? Do we want to play that game? Like, do we again? If we doing the maturity thing, but that's also been my issue with Drake. Right? Is he's done this on all of his hits, by the way. Like Hotline Bling is about I left the city and then you suddenly moved on to a nigga that's gonna actually treat you with some sort of respect, and I hate you for it. Like that's most of his popping songs. Like, but I think a lot of people
Drake is just a nasty nigga, and a lot of people
oh,
just don't either care to get into it or they don't want to get into it. He's just a piece of shit.
So for me, the other thing was it was basically grown man raps, right? Like we were talking about, like where it's like, bro, as y'all grow, as y'all age, I understand that musically it should age with you, but for a lot of people, they also understand that there's always a new batch of young folks coming through. There's always a
So you're
new
making
wave.
music for them.
So I'm making way for the consumers, the people who show up, the people who will mindlessly spend their money, the people who will spend their time, the people who will watch me on stream, people who will follow me here, and people who will do
And that's
this.
fair because older niggas, I'm not paying
Yeah,
money
they're not doing
or
all that.
driving nowhere to go to a
They'll
Drake
do
concert.
some of that. They'll do some of that, but they're not gonna check every box like a 19-year-old would, or a 22-year-old or a 21-year-old who's in college who can vibe with everything you're saying. Because he might have talked to some 24-year-old women talking about some da da da. Like, so he like, yo, I know, bro. He know, yo. He knows, son. But anyway, my whole point being is the thing with grown man raps, and granted, I understand why Drake doesn't do it, but this has also been a critique of a lot of artists. Like, so it's not like this is just a Drake thing, but this has been a critique also of Taylor Swift, right? And so that's where the Taylor Swift came, because a lot of people are just like, I don't know how old. Hold on, let me look up how old Taylor Swift is. She's probably in her 30s, if I'm not mistaken.
I'm gonna give it 27.
33.
Damn.
Yeah, I knew Taylor Swift was old, like older, like 30, like. But so Taylor Swift is 33, right? Like a lot of people look at Taylor Swift the same way. Like, all right, shorty, when are you like you're 33 now? Like, when is your music gonna reflect the fact that you've spent the last decade dealing with shitty niggas and dealing with this, dealing with that, and now you're in a different space to where. And the counter to that, unfortunately, and
That's what my audience want to hear.
Not yes, but unfortunate because it's funny. But the counter to that is, do we want to hear Taylor Swift talk about fucking menopause or something? Like, we want to hear her talk about? Do we want to hear her talk about like looking around and all her friends are getting married and she's not? What the fuck do I want to hear that for?
Yeah,
like,
no,
so that's the same sort of critique with Drake, right? Where it's like, cool,
but
I
at
get
the
what y'all
same
saying,
time, if
but
you
do
look
y'all
at
want
other artists in the same age range, they do it successfully. So it's like we're
yep.
It's like what we're picking and choosing who we're giving the pass to.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you. Yeah, thank you. You have laid out the argument. You have laid it all out. That's essentially it, right? Because we are picking and choosing. Because we can say the same thing about Drake, and then we can also like when niggas like, well, do we want to hear Drake rap about 401ks and that? Quick, two questions. One, are there any other examples of rappers who have done quote unquote grown man rap and been successful? The answer is yes, and there's plenty, and I'll name them in a second. But the second question is, why do y'all feel like grown man rap has to be fucking 401k rap?
Yeah. Why do you think old niggas are just boring?
Like, let me ask y'all a question. Is that what Nipsey Hussle was doing? Is that what like Currency was doing? Is that what
is that what Pusha T is doing?
Is that what Pusha T was doing? Well, granted, he's talking about something else. But is that is that what J. Cole was doing? Is that what Kendrick Lamar was? Bro, Kendrick Lamar just had a song where he was talking about his auntie who was like, what, LGBT? Like, what do we like, dog? Your contemporaries, your peers are doing it, and they're doing it successful at their level. But you're Drake. So no disrespect to Cole, no disrespect to Kendrick. Neither of them have the acclaim that you do. Like, people love Drake. They love J. Cole, they love Kendrick. But it's like, if we talking sales, we talking numbers, Drake is Drake. It's just that simple. You're the only guy in this tier when it comes to sales. In history. I don't think there's like so, but my question then becomes, if with that being the truth, right? With it being like Drake can drop anything right now, short notice, and this bitch is selling $250,000 first week, guaranteed. Then that kind of leads into the whole thing where it's like, well, do you want to hear Drake rap? I want to hear Drake try it. He's trying it on some songs, but it's like the problem then becomes the real thing. Like, grown man raps is not just what niggas want to hear from you. They want to hear you rap, truthfully. Like, they want to hear you really rap, and you do it on a few songs every album. But then people are just like, bro, you got a 23-song album called For All the Dogs. And on this album, you got about 5 to 6 songs maybe where you're really like rapping, like you going in, like you going at it. And so niggas is looking like, bro, what type of album is called For All the Dogs? And half of these, more than half of the songs is slow ass R&B samples and all of this other shit. So, but again, because I'm making an album for the people who will purchase it. And the dogs are 22-year-old boys. So you're missing who the dogs were. You thought the dogs would be a bunch of 30-year-old grown men because I'm 36. And that's who my dogs, quote unquote, should be. But when I said For All the Dogs, I didn't say for all my dogs. I just said for all the dogs. And, by and large, the dogs that consume my content, they going for this.
And you know what it is? It's Drake is just he's bag hungry. He's money hungry. Drake is
Yes, yes,
not a
yeah.
multi-millionaire. He's a multi-hundred millionaire.
He's
That
damn
nigga,
near a billionaire.
I was about to say that nigga's net worth is probably like 700 million.
Yeah, he
So he's
probably
putting
really
out
a billionaire for real, for real.
whatever it takes to
Yeah,
get that bag.
and
Music
that's
isn't even a
yep,
priority anymore.
yep,
It's just
yep, yep,
making
yep.
money at this point.
Mm-hmm. And
Like
that's
if we
the
look up,
yep.
I'll look up his net worth because he's
It ain't
he's
gonna
in
be
that
accurate,
Rihanna
you know.
stratosphere. Like Rihanna stopped putting out music. She's not really giving a fuck when she started making real money. She got into
Oh yeah, that
the
Fenty
challenge
shit.
and
Yeah, yeah.
Fenty.
Oh yeah,
So
yeah.
Drake is around that right now.
I think she's probably worth more on paper than Drake. Like it's easier to
No, she
quantify how
definitely
much he's
is.
worth.
She's a billionaire on
Yeah, but I
paper.
think
But I'm
Drake has
saying
potential
Drake is
way
getting to that
higher.
point.
Yeah, and he's got higher potential to make more because I think Drake hasn't even really fully dipped into what he can make.
Mm-hmm.
Like I treat it like the LeBron thing, where like he's still playing. So while I'm still playing, it's hard to fully focus on getting that bag to where it needs to be. But it's like once I'm done, then it's different. But so that was my whole thing about
The
the whole grown.
first hit after our Google Drake net worth is he a billionaire? That
Hmm.
nigga's up there.
Hmm. Like you can't tell me you're worth in any less than $500 million.
Yeah. No,
I
for
won't
sure.
believe any number lower than that. And then so the other thing is, but that was my whole thing where like I hate how a lot of Drake fans are just like they do this thing where Drake is simultaneously the best nigga to ever live, but he also simultaneously falls victim to the same thing everyone else does, which I think is the fakest shit I've ever heard in my life. The nigga's a superhero, but I'm supposed to believe you throwing an object at him too hard will make him he'll perish. Like no, like you can't convince me the nigga's a superhero. And truth be told, you don't gotta do much convincing. I watch him be a superhero. I watch the nigga do things he shouldn't be able to, and it works. So you don't have to convince me on that part. You just have to convince me how he's suddenly not a superhero when it comes time for X, Y, and Z. When we sit up here and ask you, well, Drake, you could definitely just wrap your ass up. Why don't you? And granted, we know what the real answer is. You said it already. He's about a bag. And if I look at the metrics of my rapidy rap songs versus the metrics of Hotline Bling, One Dance, Controller, and all of my other joints of that vein, brother, it's night and day. And granted, I'm not the money I make isn't off of streams, so I don't care how much it streams, but it does speak to something, just the pure metrics. If I get a
Yeah.
billion streams on One Dance, and then I put
The
out a rapidy
metrics
rap
show you
song,
what the people want, so
yeah,
that's what I'm gonna make going forward, and that's what I'm gonna
yeah.
perform at shows.
So it's not a matter. I don't give a damn about the love for rap or the passion for the game, the craft, and all of this shit you niggas are talking about. I've again, especially from Drake's perspective, he's looking at it like nigga, I've given y'all at least one of those on every album. So you got at least 10 out of me, or at least 8 or 9 out of me, and then you figure on multiple other albums, I've given y'all that as well. On joint albums with Future, I've given y'all that. On feature songs, I've given some of y'all. So it's like if you want real rap from me, baby, it's always in it's always in my catalog. It's always there. But the output y'all want, I'll never give because that's gonna cut into money. Even if it's 2%. I want every crumb. And again, I'm not about to
That's
say
a
why
billionaire mindset. That's a
I
nasty giver.
well,
2% is missing out for you.
I can't say this too loud, but there's more. I want to say this because it's sitting right there. But not only is it a billionaire mindset, but it's another type of mindset that I know Drake to have. And
Kitty mindset. You
nah, not quite. Not
not
quite.
okay. That wasn't okay. I thought you didn't want to say the P word.
Huh. No, whoa. P like
Um,
I wasn't gonna
like
go with that. No, I was gonna go with the
PDF.
J word. Yeah, with a J.
Oh no, I was thinking about
That
like him
mindset,
talking to
yeah.
minors, like Millie
Oh,
Bobby
oh
Brown.
no,
He's
no,
always
no,
talking to young
no, no,
women.
no, no, no.
Oh,
I was talking about the finances, just the money part.
okay. Oh, okay. So that makes more
Yeah,
sense why
yeah.
you didn't want to go down that route. Yes,
Yeah, oh, yeah, right.
that's
Yeah,
even
yeah,
worse.
yeah, yeah.
Oh wait,
Yeah,
that's not
yeah.
worse than
Well,
PDF.
right now, it might be right now. They might be smoking them niggas who got something to say about that way more than that other shit.
Yeah.
Um, I know you guys want to know what we're talking about, but you won't, so that's okay. But what else we got? But so that was that whole critique about the grown man raps and all, because it's just like, dog, listen, Drake can do anything and he can make anything hot and make anything happen. I would like for you to make rapping about real shit happen. It's just that simple.
No.
That's it. That's all. That's all I want. I know you're not gonna do
Money
it.
is not
I
in
know.
real shit. Money is in niggas in college, bro.
Yeah. Well, hey, look. Yeah, and they don't really care about the real shit. All right. Well. All right. You got it. But off of the same vein of real rap, da da da, and your music growing with you, right? Um, we got Taylor Swift. We just mentioned Taylor Swift, and Taylor Swift, for those who don't know, is dating Travis Kelce, tight end for the Kansas City Chiefs, defending
Everybody
champions.
listening, though. We just talked about
I
that
I
because we
know.
got
I
continuous
listen.
listeners, bro. I know
Listen,
y'all
man.
know. Y'all know.
We got new niggas every week though. You gotta
It's true.
understand, man. They don't know
True.
the bag. They don't know. But so Taylor Swift is dating Travis Kelce, da da da, and a lot of people have been like, "Whoa, is this a media grab? Is this like a da da da?" And I'm just like, you guys are dumb if you think it's not. Like, I don't care if they really like each other, which I thought was hilarious because someone made a joke saying like, "I know she really love him because she went to a Bears game, a Jets game, and a Chiefs game, or some shit like that." And I was just like, I ain't gonna hold you. Yeah, she really fuck with him because like you went to a Bears game and then a Jets game.
But I mean,
That's
at the
kind of
same
sick.
time, if you don't really follow football and you are the girlfriend or wife of a player,
No, I know. We're just
you don't
joking
even
because
really fuck it up.
those
Yeah,
teams
yeah,
are
yeah,
so
exactly.
ass that like, dog, if
Yeah,
you sticking around for those games, you must really like that nigga.
no, that's facts. You know,
But
yeah.
so a lot of people were talking about basically this whole arrangement and how the NFL has pretty much spread their cheeks and like, yo, let's get it. Like, we are willing to go balls deep in this. I'm willing to do a whole 3 hour Sunday night, Thursday night, Monday night game. We talk about it all game. We got commercials for it. We got this, we got that. Because I think what the NFL, again, and my thing is the metrics are there to prove that it's worth them leaning into. But I think
Mhm.
it's just nasty to watch a multi-billion-dollar corporation spread their holes for Taylor Swift. It's just mad nasty to watch. Like, it's just like, bro, have some
It's
respect.
you know what
Like,
it
have some
is.
respect for yourself, yo. Like, you are dot bopping yourself out and letting Taylor hit the
God,
walls, bro. Taylor is cracking the walls right now. Like, what's going on, yo? Like, y'all
it's
letting her
because
do it
the
like that?
NFL don't get the press that the NBA get. The NBA, every single game, you turn celebrity in the front row, celebrity. The NFL don't got that. So
Yeah,
Taylor Swift is
the biggest. Yeah, I
this
mean,
is
and
the
Taylor Swift is Taylor
biggest.
Swift. Yeah,
Taylor Swift is one of the biggest artists in
in the
America,
world, by
in
the
the
world,
world,
Craig.
and she's at almost every game. Well, not every game, but every game that the Chiefs are playing. So of
Hmm.
course they gonna show her because I don't know why, but just celebrities don't give a fuck about football like they do the NBA. Jack Nicholson, Adam Sandler, Chris Rock,
Hmm.
nigga, any celebrity, Lil Wayne, any celebrity you can think of will be at any given NBA game in the front row. Whatever city it is, it don't matter. Whatever city, whatever team, there's gonna be niggas in the front row. The NFL is sorely lacking in that. So they want to show off Taylor Swift every single time that she's there. Because I mean, think about these games where they're showing Taylor Swift. What other celebrities are they showing there?
Every once in a while, it just be niggas in the booth, but yeah, it don't. It's not
Yeah,
like they're in the
like
booth.
I'm thinking about what was the game? It was a game with the Eagles and I don't even
Mhm.
remember who they were playing. It didn't matter. But there were no celebrities there. So you know who they showed? They showed the commissioner and Michael Vick in the booth.
Yeah, like in one of those suites and shit. Yeah,
Yeah, because
but that's the thing, because in
nobody,
NFL games,
celebrities don't
niggas,
go there.
celebrities go to NFL games, but at NFL games, a celeb would be like it's like the opposite of the NBA. Like in the NBA,
Mhm.
the more popping you are as a celebrity, the closer you are to the game. In the NFL, the
The
more popping
further
a
away
celebrity you
you
are,
are,
the first, like you're in the
you away
swing
from everybody.
in,
Yeah.
in the yeah, right. Like you're not on the like on the field with the player, or like on the lowest rung, or they don't have those for NFL games. So I think that's part of it. But I also think the NFL's not stupid, right? And like I said, the metrics show that if the NFL was smart at all, like this is what I'm saying. Like imagine like these are just two people. Let's just say the NFL's a person, tells us it's two people. Like the NFL would be smart to lay down with Taylor Swift, like by
Mhm.
any means necessary. But it's just the way you're going about it. Because
It's
I like
shameless. Like
yeah,
y'all
it's
niggas just
shameless. And because my thing is I've seen a lot of people who I'm not talking about people I know, but I'm just talking people online. Like, and they're just like, listen, I'm gonna tell you, there is no amount of money the NFL could have spent to get me to watch an NFL game, except now Taylor Swift's there. Like that's a common refrain that you hear because there are people who are like, brother, I would have simply never given a fuck about the NFL ever in my life. I would have never cared. I would have never wanted to. I would have never wanted to see a game, wanted to know the rules even. I would have never cared. Taylor Swift's there. Okay. I guess now we gotta.
I guess now I gotta care, huh? I
Yeah.
gotta
So
watch
wait,
this
hold on.
shit.
So what's defensive holding is when, like now you
So
studying the rule book
it
and shit.
makes sense that you're getting a whole new audience, and they
That
only
you
want
could
to
have
see Taylor
never
Swift.
tapped. That you could have never been. Like there was no
Literally,
marketing you could have done other than this. Like there's no world you lived in where you could have reached them with a commercial, or you could have reached them with product placement, or you could, you know what I'm saying? Like the radio ads. Like you would have never spent enough money to get those women. So I get why you are tricking. Like, cause you're looking at it like, dog, listen,
you have to.
I'm 100% with it. Like I get it. I get why you tricking. But it's just the way they going about it that looks so
It's so shameless. Like we
it's
know what you're doing.
thick, yo.
Y'all laying it on too thick for sure.
That's one of those where I mean if you like it's like and that's the thing, but that was the thing that blew mine because then when I saw people talking about this whole thing, like for example, I seen a post, right? I'll read the post. Now, mind you, this post has 30,000 likes as of right now. Taylor's people, right, turning a casually popular star into a K-pop style mass spiritual phenomenon 18 years into her career is one of the greatest coups in marketing history. Books will be written about this. This was in response to the she's doing that little Eras tour movie thing, right? Where basically
Didn't,
she
but
like her
yeah.
tour, she has a tour that she's on, right? She's basically
Mhm.
made a film from the tour. She's showing the
She's
film
doing the
in a
Beyonce
movie theater.
Renaissance.
Yeah, the Beyonce bag. Yeah, listen, Beyonce bag. People are like Taylor Swift fans are going to the cinema and having full like damn near dance parties in the theaters. Right? So basically that was in response to a video showing that. And so the first part that blew my mind, again, like, and this is my whole thing where like I hate when y'all make me defend people that I'm not fans of. But what I will say is that I was always a very neutral person when it came to Taylor Swift. I didn't really listen to her
Hey,
music much.
yeah, I don't
I never
dislike
really
her.
gave a fuck.
Yeah.
I didn't hate her. Like, cause a lot of people just hate her for being a girl that made fucking music about niggas. Like, or a lot of niggas hate her for stupid shit. Like just dumbass reasons. I'm like, bro, I don't hate that girl. I just don't listen to her music. It's not for me, so I don't really care
Same.
what she does.
Literally exact same boat. I just
But
don't care.
now it's wild to just see people hate, and the hatred has nothing to do like Shorty don't like Shorty's like casually popular star. Like to say that Taylor Swift in 2023 is a casually popular star. Like, dog,
It's fucking no.
listen. I will go back to her first album and show you how wrong you have always been. You have always been. Her first album, Taylor Swift, sold in original physical copies. It sold over 5 million. That is diamond, brother. Do you understand?
What year was that? Her first album that did
That
that?
it was her debut album, Taylor Swift.
Her
Hold
debut
on,
album
hold on,
was
hold on.
called Taylor Swift.
It's called Taylor Swift,
That's
self-titled,
crazy.
and it went diamond. Like this is my whole point. Like y'all not hip. Y'all not hip at all. I'm telling you. Like, cause if you knew, you would know. Like, hold on, 2023, Taylor Swift has more number one albums than any woman in history. Let's see. Re-recorded albums, yeah, new LP. I don't care. It's her 12th number one album. Drake also has 12 number one albums. The only
Mm.
acts who have more number one albums, listen to this:
The
Jay-Z and the
Beatles.
Beatles.
Yep. All right. Yep. I already knew. Jesus Christ.
Taylor Swift is the first living act to have 4 albums in the top 10 since Herb Alpert in 1966. Herb must have been
It's
getting shit.
who?
Yeah, that's my whole point. I was just about to say, who the fuck is Herb Alpert? Herb Alpert? Herb was getting
Is
shit.
that the nigga that Bradley was doing a movie on?
No,
Bradley
he is
Cooper?
an American trumpeter who led the band Herb Alpert. Y'all was listening to trumpet music?
Come on, dog.
Come
This is
on,
back in the
dog.
day, bro. This is back in the jazz era, yeah.
Not Tijuana Taxi. Y'all was feeling that shit. That's crazy.
You know
His
what's even
network is
crazier? Shit probably was made by a nigga first. Honestly, I'm not gonna hold you.
that nigga net worth is crazy. Oh god.
What's the net worth? No, I gotta know. I gotta know.
That shit 900 million, nigga.
Like,
So you know he a worth a B.
calculated to today or back then?
No, today, nigga. The today's shit.
Oh,
Like
okay.
he is
I
still
thought,
alive, brother.
what? Oh, damn. This
He's
nigga old as a
88. Yeah,
motherfucker.
he's still alive. Anywho, right. So let's keep going. Da da da. Prince had 5 after his death. Done, but that rule changed. Like, but remember, this is her remaking albums. These albums came out already, but remember that whole shit with Scooter Braun where they held her shit, and so she had to re-record her albums. Like, this is my thing when I just say, like, regardless of how you feel about Taylor Swift and her talent and whether you like her music or not, listen, again, I still don't necessarily care for her songs. I probably never will. But I don't need to understand, dog.
Her influence. Yeah,
If,
she's her.
yeah, dog. I wish y'all would understand how this shit. Like, I'm trying to find an album by album breakdown of her album sales. Like, they will not fucking show me. They will not show me. Like, niggas is just like, bro, look, don't even get into that.
Nigga, that shit is
Let's see.
none of
That
your
was
payday, bro. You can't even get into that, bro.
like Grant. That was 07, 2019, 2017, 2010, 26. Her debut album, Taylor Swift, sold 7.2 million units.
Debut album is crazy.
Debut album. That was in 2010. Like, this is what I mean. Like, when y'all act like she didn't have this cult of celebrity her whole fucking career, nigga, this has existed all day. No, I'm sorry. Taylor Swift, the first album came out in 2006. I fucking lied.
Good lord, man.
And it is 7 times platinum. Then her next album in 2008 is Diamond, 10 times platinum. Then her next album in 2010, 6 times platinum. Then her next album in 2012, 7 times platinum. All of these albums reached the #1 status, by the way, except for the first one. Somehow, some way.
Taylor is she's a legend.
So from 2008, like, I'm talking about first in the US, first in Australia, first in Canada. Listen, if it's white folks here, even in the UK, if it's white folks here, so that's my whole point. So if you had this pull since 2000, let's say the first album was a fluke, like, oh shit, you went super crazy, I gotta see it again. 2008, brother, I was in high school. Come on, man. Don't. Again, listen. Say what you want about not liking her shit. That's cool. That's cool. I'm not even gonna argue with that because I don't care for the music neither. But don't act like dog. Don't act, please. I beg of you. You have got to be, bro. Her last 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Every album she's dropped went platinum.
Every album.
Every album.
That's crazy.
There's even re-recordings. Re-recordings. They heard the songs already. I re-recorded them, dropped it again, and with fresh sales that still went platinum.
No, that's nasty.
Like, argue with somebody else, please. Please argue with somebody else. Like, but that's the part that kills me, where it's just like, dog. So when you look at it from that angle, dog, this is not the NFL doing Taylor Swift a favor. This is Taylor Swift doing the NFL a favor.
For 1000% sure, yeah.
Because these fans would have never came to your product ever. You understand? They would have never gotten here.
It's crazy. I've seen so many girls on TikTok and Twitter talking about the NFL now just because Taylor Swift was there.
I'm telling you. I wish y'all understood.
Right. They are right.
Like, it just don't get no, like, it don't like that. And that's my thing. Like, because I remember I seen something where somebody was talking about the tier that Taylor Swift is in. It was like, she's not in Beyonce tier, but she's down there in the tier with SZA and I was like, yo, no disrespect to SZA, you are smoking wet, bro.
Beyonce and Taylor Swift are both white and black, ebony and ivory, both sitting on top of that chocolate vanilla throne together. They are both up there together. I'm sorry.
Yeah. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
Solange is doing crazy. Solange. Fucking SZA is Solana. That's what it was. I was looking at her real name Solana, and I just fucking did Solange. But like, listen, she's doing some serious fucking numbers. Like, let's not again, we are not putting no smut on her name, but please be fucking serious. Just be fucking serious. Like, again, we can make all these caveats for, well, Taylor's only better because X, Y, and Z, but she's still better because of that, right? Well, yeah, but it's only because she's white, so she appeals to more white people. So of course you have more. But okay, right. But I'm better because of that, right? Like, I have better sales because of that, though, right? Like, I'm just asking if the sales are still better, though. So they are. Oh, okay. Yeah, but it's only because no, I get why it's because. I'm just asking if the sales were better. That's all I was asking. But like, no, I'm like, bro, I'm sorry. Like SZA is up there, but like, to say Taylor Swift don't belong in the tier with SZA. So then now, where does that leave us?
Taylor Swift and Beyonce are in a tier of their own. No, you know what? I want to say in their own. Rihanna's up there.
Actually, I would have to see Rihanna's album sales, and this is just about sales. Please make that clear. Like,
she's still,
because
I feel like Rihanna's up there.
But I have to make this a sales argument, because if we take this off sales and we talk about impact, then you don't have an argument for not putting Taylor Swift in the top tier. You don't have one. You better stick to music. Actually, you better stick to that. Because I'm looking at Rihanna's sales chart right now. Hold on. Let me look at it right now. Bring that up. Boom, boom, boom. Put these up. Oh my goodness. Good Girl Gone Bad did some insane numbers.
Oh, I know. You don't have to worry about that. Yeah.
Yeah. But mind you, so Rihanna's got one album over 20 mil, and she's got one near 15. She's got a few hovering around 10, and the rest are pretty much 5 and up. Again, this is gonna sound crazy. Have y'all seen Miley Cyrus's album sales? I'm just asking.
Come on, bro. Don't do that.
I'm just asking.
Don't do it. Please don't do it.
Because Hannah Montana 2 sold 7 million units. So I'm just asking.
Hannah
Montana 2, the second one. The first one sold 6 million.
No. We can't count that. We cannot count that. This is a Disney. Disney did this.
You're right.
That's not fair. That's $1 billion.
You're right.
Even back then.
So let's talk about bangers. Remember when she was on her Negro album, her Negro tip? Stay hard with some J's on. Remember that shit?
Okay.
The shit with Juicy J, that sold 6 million units too. The Time of Our Lives. I don't even know what album that is. I'd have to look. The Time of Our Lives, Miley Cyrus. Is that a song or an album? Looks like an album. That came out it was an EP that came out in 2009. That did
albums does Miley Cyrus have?
She has, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
She got, nigga, I don't remember hearing from her past like 2015.
Well, again, you did get the Disney part right. A lot of these are Disney baby albums. You got Hannah Montana, Hannah Montana 2, Hannah Montana the movie, Hannah Montana 3, and then Hannah Montana Forever. So that's at least half of them.
Oh, but, yeah, okay.
And granted, the Hannah Montana ones, they're selling pretty well. Hannah Montana 2 went crazy. Hannah Montana 1 went crazy. Hannah Montana the movie went crazy. Now, Hannah Montana 3, I think they was over it at that point, because that only sold 2 million units. Which is crazy, because only 2 million units? Only 2 million units, nigga. But that's what I mean when I just say, like, I hate when people pretend like, bro, like, we can argue about Taylor's talent, or you just thinking she can't dance, or you, because listen, I've seen videos of her doing her little NPC animations. Like, the shit look a little crazy. I'm not gonna hold you, but bro, when the numbers is added, when we talking numbers, okay, cool. When we talking how many people, okay, cool. Like, that's what I mean. Like, it's funny when y'all pick and choose when them numbers matter. When we talking about Nicki or some of them other folks, them numbers always matter. When we talk about Drake, the numbers always matter. But then we want to have a convo about the white girl, and it's like, oh yeah, no, but she white. So you know how when you white, like, people will just buy your album. So it's just like, I'm like, well, that's crazy. Why ain't another white girl doing what she do then? Who the other white girl doing it? Why ain't BB Rexa going crazy right now? What's going on?
Who?
Come on,
nah. Who?
Come on, let's talk. You don't know who BB Rexa is? The Albanian? Yo, shout out BB Rexa. Fuck with BB Rexa.
No, nigga, the fuck you talking? Nigga, you would have been better off saying fucking Lil Debbie or Trey Sean.
Now, when I show you what BB Rexa look like, Don't say
I
nothing.
don't need to be.
Don't say nothing.
I'm not
Don't
gonna
say
say
a
nothing.
fucking thing. Don't say a
I'm
fucking
not
word.
saying nothing. I'm not saying nothing. I mean,
Hold on, I got you. Hold on, I got you.
I need a better picture though, because this one is like real
Oh, I
small, so
know.
I
I
can't
know.
zoom in.
I'm gonna help you out. I'm gonna help you out.
Oh yeah, no, I'm not saying nothing. I mean, yeah, no.
Don't
Wait,
don't
hold
say
on.
don't.
Wait, no, shut up.
Mm-hmm.
Who is this?
BB Rexa, bro.
BB Rex?
I'll spell it for you. BB Rexa. There you go.
Is this a child? Why is she at a Nickelodeon? The second picture is the
She makes
Nickelodeon.
country music, and the kids like her.
She makes country music. This is a country singer.
Mm-hmm. Look at this nigga. Look, as soon as I start posting milk, he want to pop up. Yo. Look at this nigga, yo. Look at
No,
this
that's
nigga, yo.
nasty. That's
Look at this nigga. Look at this
nasty.
nigga. He gonna call me the milk man. But look at
Oh my
look
god,
at
that's
this nigga.
crazy.
Look at this nigga. As soon as the milk get put in the chat, he said, "Whoa, hey,
Oh,
hey, hey."
nah, she's
Look at this nigga.
oh man, she's one of them. Yeah, let's
Yeah,
continue.
right. Yeah. We ain't gotta do too much. I understand. Yeah, I understand. We gonna keep it moving. I promise you, we gonna keep it moving. I'm gonna save all my niggas. I pull all my niggas out the mud. I got you, bro. Don't even trip. So
Wait. First off, the name BB Rex is
yeah,
fucking insane. That's
it's
nuts.
a Albanian type beat.
Is this Albanian? Is that
Shit.
is,
He
is
said,
he?
"Is this Albanian?" Yo, is this
I'm
Albanian?
sorry.
Is crazy.
When I said this, I
Uh,
wasn't talking
I
about like the
no, I get it. You don't have to explain it. You might be better off not explaining. He said, "Is this
all
Albanian?" Nah, that is crazy.
right, let's just
Yeah,
move on.
okay. So, so at this point, listen, all we got left on the docket, um, is that talk. So where we going from here? What we want to do with it?
That's
You know what's on the docket, brother.
I know, and we gotta have this talk at some point.
We do,
We gotta have the big
we
boy
do. I
talk.
just never feel like
This
it
the
because there's
birds
so
and the
much to
bees.
it. It's just so much to it. It's just like I never really want to do this because it's like, well,
We
forget
have
the
to at this
physics.
point. War is
Yeah,
breaking out, so
well,
we gotta
yeah.
draw a line in the sand
Yeah, it'd
for
be like,
not only us but the niggas that watch us. Because I don't want the wrong type of niggas watching us. I'm not one of them niggas just as,
that's a fact.
a border hopper or like I don't want
That's
everybody to listen to us. I want a
a fact.
specific demographic to listen to
That's a
us.
fact. Yeah, we cultivating the
So
right listener.
we gonna put the spike down. We gonna put the line in the sand.
Spike has
If you're
been
not
planted.
fucking with us, yeah, spike terrorists win.
Well, I guess that's a good segue into
listen. Yeah.
our conversation
Let's get into this Israel talk.
about
Man. We have to.
the conflict in Israel and in Gaza. So for those who somehow, some fucking way, were able to avoid this, I can give y'all
Incredible.
I can
Honestly,
give y'all
phenomenal.
a quick breakdown. Uh, basically, so oh Lord,
How can you think of a quick
yeah,
breakdown
no,
for
you can't. Of a
75 years?
70-year occupation.
Like,
Yeah.
yeah, how can
I
you
don't
do
think
that?
you can. But 1948, after World War II, Israel's formed, right? Boom. They carve out some fucking space in the land that belongs to somebody else and say, all right, there y'all go. Go get that shit.
I do
And
want to say though, before we get into this,
mhm,
uh, the land was promised to both parties, the
mm,
Arabic, both to Arabic people and to Jewish people. The
mhm.
land was promised by British people. So all of this,
Yeah,
everything that's going on now, is
mhm,
still white
mhm.
people's fault.
I mean,
Colonialism.
ain't
Britain
it
did this.
always?
Britain promised land to two different groups of people.
You made it this way.
They did this, and now they continue. Though we can continue.
Yeah. And so basically they started with an arrangement that would have essentially been favorable to the Jews and unfavorable to the Arab population that would have to remain in their territory under the partition. So of course,
Which the Arabic people were already there.
right, which are already there, right? So of course, the United Nations and like the white folks didn't give a fuck, and they were just like, well, you guys figured that the fuck out. So of course, as you can tell, this started with fighting, right? Now the UN brokered a bunch of ceasefires and da 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 and all of that other shit, separate agreement with neighboring states and and all this other shit, right? There was a point where Egypt retained control over the Gaza Strip and the West Bank and all of that shit, and as you can see, that's not the case anymore. Um, and so, long story short, this is listen, it's apartheid by another name. That's the long and short of it. If you don't know what apartheid is, my nigga, read a book. I beg of you. But
Yeah.
it's apartheid by a different name. It's funny because you have a group of folks who suffered some very extreme um
Heinous.
heinous acts administered against them historically. Uh got out of war and said, you know what, let's put that anger somewhere. Let's put that anger somewhere. Let's put that to use. Let's make sure we get that going. And so now you have the system you have now where you basically have Gaza and the Gaza Strip and the West Bank, all of that is which is under Israel's control. And pretty much Israel pretty much does everything they can to make life terrible for folks there, with the hopes that either A, y'all just die off, or B, y'all just leave.
Which
That was
was crazy because they won't even let them leave. There's
right, right,
barricades put
right.
up
Yeah.
at
Right.
every single,
And
point.
so now what's happening, most recently, and I'll skip a few things just to, try to keep us on track. But most recently, what happened is Hamas, which is a group of uh, terrorists, for lack of a better word. Yeah, pretty much. That
Literally.
there's some bad guys. They're bad guys, But these dudes basically exist within the West Bank, Gaza, and some of the places that are out there.
Mhm.
And they, I mean, as you can see, are very hardliners. They're just like, nah, I'm not jacking none of that shit. And so they consistently and constantly become a thorn in Israel's side. But what
Which they
happens is
should.
every time they do something, Israel strikes back at the entirety of Palestine, Gaza, and the West, all
It's
these
literally
places.
like a fucking mouse biting a cat's foot and the cat just ripping that nigga apart. It's literally like,
But what
okay,
must be kept in context, what you must remember is it's just like the mouse bites the cat and it hurts just a little bit and the cat tears him to shreds, except the cat made the mouse bite him, created
exactly.
the conditions for the mouse to bite him, and then
Yeah,
tore them to shreds. So just so we're
yeah.
clear, in case people don't know, um Hamas was created by Israel.
Yes. Yes, 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 yes. For
Let's
anybody
let's
that
let's
doesn't know,
just
the prime minister of Israel literally said verbatim with his own words, put money into Hamas. He literally did this so they had a reason to. It's literally a U.S. tactic. I wouldn't be surprised if a
yeah,
president
yeah, literally.
put money. Not put money. Put words like whispered words into his ear to give him the idea.
Yeah, so like listen, I will literally tell you. So 1970s, there was a bunch of fringe Palestinian Islamists who were, pretty militant and so on and so forth. But mind you, these aren't conspiracy theories. You can ask former
It's
Israeli
happened.
officials will tell you.
It's happened.
Listen, former Israeli Brigadier General Yitzhav Segov. Don't know if I'm even saying it right. Literally don't care. But he was the Israeli military governor in Gaza in the early 1980s. And he said that he helped, quote, finance the Palestinian Islamist movement as a counterweight to the leftists of the Palestine Liberation Organization and the Fatah Party. Right? So he says, his own words, mind you, this guy worked for Israel. He said the Israeli government gave me a budget and the military government gives to the mosques. Therefore, Hamas, to my great regret, is Israel's creation. So not only that, right? So not only did y'all create them, again, wait, hold on. You had an op. You funded your op, and then the op you funded became your new op. Where have I seen that play out before? That's weird.
Literally, the U.S. and the
That's
Taliban
literally a
or
U.S.
Al
move.
Qaeda,
Yeah,
whatever.
that's literally a
It's
U.S. move.
it's
But
the same shit.
let's keep moving a little bit further, right? Because now we have the current day situation where you think, well, yeah, but that was in the 80s, right? Like, come on, you know how that goes. It's today now. Well, here's the thing. I have a quote from 2019 where Netanyahu, the current government leader in Israel, said words out of his mouth. I need to find the exact
Yo, we gotta get it
quote.
exactly right
I
because
want the
niggas gonna
exact
dispute it if
quote.
it's not
Yeah.
exactly
Don't
right.
you? I'm gonna get the exact quote because hold on. Here we go. Here we go. Oh, it's paywalled. No, it's paywalled. But it's fine. I'll just read this one sentence thing. So there was a meeting in March of 2019 that Netanyahu had with the Likud party and his Knesset members. Again, don't ask me what the fuck these words mean. Don't know. But Netanyahu's having a meeting with his political people, basically his party, his gang, his group, his slime, whatever you want to
Yeah,
call it.
his nigga is his game, bro.
It was B and slime, but which is sick because his name is Benjamin. So anyway, so he said, "quote Anyone who wants to thwart the establishment of a Palestinian state has to support bolstering Hamas and transferring money to Hamas. This is part of our strategy."
This is only the first sentence, and they blocked the rest behind the paywall. It could have only gotten worse behind
Hold
this.
on, hold on. It did get worse, right? Because this is a closed liquid party meeting in 2019. He keeps going. He says that he sends them messages all the time with the belief that his interactions can, quote, mislead them and destabilize them,
Oh,
quote, and in this way control the height of the flames. So let's make this clear. We're not putting out any flames. I just want to control the height of the flames.
These are nasty niggas. This might be. No, I'm not gonna say this is worse for anything that the U.S. has done. We be doing some wild shit, but this is up there. This is
This is to
definitely up
me,
there.
this is flirting with treason. This ought
Yeah,
to be treason. Like
yeah.
you are empowering a group of people who are
Well,
now
it's not
inflicting harm.
flirting with treason if you're planning on genocide.
Well,
If you're
that's
planning on
right.
getting
Yeah,
rid
yeah.
of all of these people down the line, no, this was planned from the get-go. The
Yeah, no,
government probably
absolutely.
sanctioned it.
Absolutely. And like that's my whole thing. This is what the US does. If I want something from you or I want your space, because think about it, ultimately speaking, 70 years, all they ever wanted was this motherfucking land. All I ever wanted was this land and you niggas off of it. Right? That was it.
Mhm.
Those are the only two conditions for it. If I get the land and y'all still on it, I got a problem. If y'all on this place, like that's it. Like I need
That's
both of
your
those
problem.
things.
Definitely. Yeah.
So if that's what your bag has been for 70 years, and then a party comes up, right, that has been fighting with the other side, da da da. Now think about it. He's looking at it from a perspective of if we let the actual authority or government in Palestine get too strong, then those niggas will actually fight for a two-state solution. And the truth of the matter is, Israel wholeheartedly does not, they don't even respect the two. Like, that's not even like, brother, this is holy land that was divine to us. This is our land and our land only. We will murk y'all to get it, which again, not very holy, but it's cool. Um, so we'll
That's
do
what
whatever we got to do to get it.
I don't understand how people can be religious. Like, how do you have this religion and you believe in a God and you're just willing to just wipe? Like, this goes back to the fucking 1200s, maybe before that, when they were flaying people and torturing people that didn't believe in their version of God. So
Mhm.
these people in Israel, how do you believe in God and you think it's okay to just wipe another group of people off of the earth? It just doesn't make sense to me.
Mhm.
I don't even understand how y'all came to this conclusion. Like, even if you were following not the Bible because they're Jewish, but the what's it called? The obviously not the Quran, the other one, the Uh,
I'm sorry, I
the
zoned out
Jewish
for a
Bible.
second.
The Jewish
The
Bible.
Torah.
No,
Yeah, the Torah.
the Torah. If you're following the Torah and you believe that the Jerusalem, that's the chosen land for the people, why would you think that you need to kill or eradicate the people that are there? After y'all just got done dirty in Egypt like 1,000 years ago, y'all gonna do the same shit again? Like, what
Fact.
sense does that make from like a religious standpoint?
It doesn't. It
This
makes
is
none.
all political. This is all
That's
political.
that is always the case. That's always the case. Niggas will pretend it's about religion, but it's like, my nigga, I don't care what your religion say. Ain't no God in the world would have wanted
No
y'all to
God
murk
is gonna
these
tell
niggas
y'all that.
to get your
No
shit.
God. No God's gonna tell you
Not
to
one.
gentrify and not gentrify, sorry, genocide a race of people. This shit is insane. Y'all niggas are crazy, bro.
But so here's the thing, right? So let me also provide a little bit of background about Israel, right? So here's what's been happening in the last few years, right? Netanyahu is facing felony charges. I don't know if people know that, where he's universally expected to be found guilty, right? Like pretty much just like they're like, wait, what they accuse him of do?
But
Oh yeah,
what's
oh
gonna
yeah,
happen
he
if,
did that shit.
like, does it matter if a
Hold
nigga's
on,
gonna do anything
hold on,
about it?
hold on. We still cooking, right? Because here's like I'm just giving you the chain of events that explain the exact strategy of where we at right now, right? So he's universally expected to be found guilty. Now, let me ask you a question: when presidents tend to have these sort of legal problems, and then what do they look for? A distraction, right? So hold on,
Okay.
I ain't even there yet. I know where your head is at. I ain't even there yet. So then
Right.
what happens is he announces a constitutional coup where he's gonna overhaul the judiciary and end the democracy and protect himself from all these consequences and da da da. And that was, I forgot when that was. That might have been 2 years ago. So he announced all that, and pretty much everyone was just like, nigga, no. No. So then, of course, what happened is he then says, like, all right, I'm about to call up a bunch of niggas of IDF reservists, right? Basically, like, I need niggas in reserve, so I need thousands of soldiers on
Wait,
standby in
wait.
case.
Let me stop you. Like, I want to guess the end. Did his term end yet, or is his term ending soon?
And then yeah,
It didn't end yet. Okay. So this is like when people thought Trump was gonna start a war so that he could stay in office. Are we in the same ballpark here?
yeah. So long story
Okay.
short, he had there was a point where he had extensions. He had a certain amount of time to form a government or
Okay.
form some sort of whatchamacallit, and then he couldn't. And then hold on, I need to find the exact thing what happened, right? So after the 2022 election, he was sworn in as prime minister again, right? Now granted, his fifth term, he was ousted. Like, and this was in 2021. So he was ousted, goes again, and does that. So when he comes back in, the first thing he said was, all right, let's reform the judicial branch. Let's change all of that shit up because I didn't like how y'all almost got me the fuck out of here. So let's do that.
This nigga
And so,
trying to become a dictator like Vladimir Putin.
literally. And my whole thing is shit. The way that the country act already. I mean, shit, bro. You good where you at? You don't even gotta really do it for real. But so then he tries to call up a bunch of Army reservists, i.e., IDF reservists, and a bunch of them refused and was like, "Nigga, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that." So then think about it. So now add all of these things up, right? Facing a bunch of charges, we ain't seen which I haven't seen through yet. Facing a bunch of charges, I'm basically announcing a constitutional coup. The muscle I would need don't want to support me in the coup, and then on top of that, that affects our combat readiness because now we got a bunch of soldiers who ain't ready. And so in his head, guess what he thought? I know a way to solve all of this. I got an idea. Guys. If we want to get combat ready and I want to get a whole bunch of people to get called up, and I got to give them something worth fighting for, right? Hmm. How could I? Let me think. What could I do? Oh, I know. The guys I've been funding for years and feeding them information, I could basically let them attack us. I would then be able to conscript all the niggas in the world I'd ever need. I would have all the people. I would have fervent loyalty because I'll be the guy who saw us through this tough time. Like, nigga, this is an American play. You can't fool me. I live in this country, bitch. I've
Literally
watched this
play
play
for
before.
play, bar for
Bar for
bar.
bar, you stole my whole shit.
He stole it.
You stole the whole American shit, brother. We've seen this whole bag before. And all of this is just a pretext to one, stay in power, two, to get your dictator shit on, and three, use the Palestinians as the bludgeon for, all right, y'all just the first line of we gonna do that, and then from that point, we just going for where we go. But it's like, bro, you can't fool me. So that's why all of this talk about, oh, so you support Hamas and you shut up, fuck nigga.
Shit.
Like, you
Nigga.
don't.
At this
don't
point,
do
the
it.
amount of niggas saying, "Oh, you support Hamas?" Yes, nigga, I do. What up?
Don't
Yeah,
do,
what's
don't
up?
do,
Yeah,
please, no, man. Fuck. This is why you be getting put in Twitter jail and in real jail.
I'm sorry. Continue. I'm sorry.
But like, this is the craziest thing because it's just like, dog, think about it. Like, I'm supposed to believe niggas making rockets in a fucking garage is stopping the most well-funded army in the world.
Exactly, bro. It doesn't make sense. It does not chart.
Not to mention, Egypt also came out and said, yeah, we did sort of like let Israel know something was coming. So I don't know. I'm thinking it's kind of weird that they were fully caught off guard. And I'm just like,
And they
oh, that
also
is
have this
weird,
whole
bro.
dome that they've been talking about for years, right?
Right, literally. And you're telling me the one exploit for the Iron Dome was just shoot a bunch of fucking rockets at it? Okay. Interesting.
So
But
it
I
was
think what they were saying about like, that's the exploit. Just shoot a bunch. Like, just shoot more than you normally would. Like, but that's the craziest part that blows my mind. Is like, so how are we supposed to? I'm supposed to be convinced hundreds, if not thousands, of Hamas fighters and insurgents snuck into Israel. Bro. Don't fucking piss me off, bro. A Palestinian can't even leave this bitch. And you telling me thousands of niggas snuck their way in with military uniforms and garb and gear, and all of this shit. And I ain't even getting into the propaganda of you got foot soldiers carrying top secret plans.
Constant.
I ain't even get into the propaganda of you got soldiers holding up ISIS flags. When if you look at the history, nigga, ISIS recognizes Hamas as a group of niggas who aren't even fit to carry out this act. Like, they literally are like, them bitch ass niggas. I don't fuck with none of them Hamas niggas, bro.
The average nigga doesn't know or care about this. They don't even fucking. They don't know.
Israel is just banking on Hamas, Israel. Listen, they're
exactly.
Middle Eastern niggas.
They're Middle Eastern terrorists. Exactly. It's just
right.
Them niggas brown, they terrorists.
They're banking on y'all being racist.
On.
They're just banking on xenophobia and racism. That's literally what they're banking on. Right? So here's the whole thing, right? This whole thing happened and everything happened, right? And after everything that we saw happen, guess what happened? Netanyahu then executes the biggest and largest call up in Israeli history, 300,000 reservists. I only needed a few thousand before, remember that. 300,000 now, right? Now I've got a quote unquote good
300,000 based off of only 2 million people in the Gaza Strip. 300,000,
bro. They're just eager to step on something because that's how they indoctrinate these fucking dorks. But so then, right? So now I also have a quote unquote good reason to do it because we gotta protect ourselves, right? And right, I have a good reason to
protect. What do you mean?
I got a good reason. We got to protect ourselves, right? So now I can then talk all of this unity shit. I could talk all of this other shit, and then think about, because we're in such unprecedented times, I should have unprecedented power too, right? To guide us through the unprecedented times, right? And then don't get me wrong, because we don't know how long this threat will last. So as long as the threat's lasting, bro, that's how long I can have this extreme amount of power. Which, of course, and don't get me wrong, of course, considering the fact that I have kept this group of niggas alive for so long, this will end when I see fit that it ends, which could be never. We never know.
He got these niggas in a bird cage. Like, this is an open air prison. It's just
right. So then what I will do is, then I will claim that the goal of this upcoming battle will be to eradicate Hamas completely, right? Which is a goal of mine, which allegedly, right?
No, if you're looking to eradicate Hamas, why are you bombing ambulances?
I have multiple goals. I have multiple goals. And the first one's actually not my goal. It's just the front. But that's what I'm going to tell the idiots in my country, and they'll believe it because they're fucking war hawks and they're bloodthirsty. Because that's what happens when war. People get bloodthirsty and then they lose sight of any fucking thing else. Like, and granted, the propaganda that y'all been fed, like there's so many of y'all who just don't know no fucking better. Nigga, everything y'all been told about these folks is nigga, they are roaches, they are rat, they're vermin, they're this, they're that. So all of this shit just looks part of the course. So then the real problem is now you're gonna send them 300,000 reservists to occupy the strip again to keep us safe, right? Of course, where y'all just reassert your control over the region, do a bunch of other war crimey shit, right? And then guess what? The only drawbacks of all of this, look, a few thousand people got clapped on and shit like that, and all I gotta do is say Egypt lied on my name. Like, nah, Egypt ain't tell us that, they lying. But other than that, I mean, I'm good. And the only thing that could happen would be like if there were any sort of regional wars or anything like that, or requiring American aid, but that'll be fine because nigga, you know the American aids will come through. They gonna send the money. You feel what I'm saying? So that's to me. Listen, I'm not gonna. I will never. Again, you do not have to give it to him, but I get the play. I saw the play, and listen, it worked again because we watched America do this. We watched America do the same. Nigga, Pearl Harbor. Look it up, please. Read about it. Read about it. I promise you, we knew Pearl Harbor was coming, or at least somebody did, nigga.
Pearl Harbor was different though because it was just a ship. This is 2 million people on a strip of land.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Oh, well, no, so it's not different.
They already own the land.
Right. Okay. I see what you're saying. Yeah. So it is different, yeah. But I was just getting at the point that you are fabricating an event, or not even fabricating, but like you're basically
making shit up just to fit your agenda.
You're manufacturing consent to fit your agenda, and your agenda is catching bodies. Like that's just all you came here for, and you just like, damn, I guess I got to do what I didn't want to do, and then he turns back.
I really wanted to do that, bro.
I wanted to do that, but they would have called me a war criminal if I did that. Which I'm like, bro, if America's your ally, bro, you're good. You can do anything you want. Be a sick nigga, bro. You don't need
exactly. Which is also niggas. They have repeated time and time again that they are war criminals. They just killed a journalist the other day.
Yo, the crazy thing is that was when it was over for me. Like when there was one of the journalists a few years ago where they caught this lady and she was a journalist. She died. And at her service, they beating niggas while they holding the casket. I'm like, oh, no, it's a wrap. Like, it's how do you expect any well, again, this is where we get into expectations. My question is, how do you expect any population to see that and to feel any sort of humanity? Like, listen, I'm here to tell you, like,
the government will tell you how to feel, obviously.
Well, not even that, because I want y'all to think I'm inhuman, because I want you to spit that vitriol, so that way when I do what I do, it seems like it's even, right? Because I can always find a Palestinian who will speak terribly about y'all because y'all are horrible people to them. You get what I'm saying? Like, this is like. Again, you got to put it in like Star Wars terms or something, because that's the only thing white people get, right? So like, you got to race
white people didn't even get that because Mark Hamill, who is Luke Skywalker, spoke in favor of Israel. He blew up a Death Star with like 1 million people on it as a rebel. But no, Israel, yeah. No.
But like, my whole thing is like, you get one group of people who have been heinously infringed upon in every way you can imagine, right? I've had my property taken. Y'all cut off my water. Y'all went on my roof, took solar panels off my roof. Y'all have harassed me anywhere I'm going. Y'all won't let me leave. I can't come and go as I please. I can't get passports. I can't go nowhere else. Y'all will seize things from me if y'all just want it.
And then y'all give me weapons and rockets. What am I gonna do with that?
Right. And then you give a segment of us who already are ready to get shit shaken, all the tools to get it shaken. They get shit shaken, then y'all come in here acting like pieces of shit because they shook shit up, and then guess what? Now I start to hate you. I mean, come on now. It's pretty simple.
Black people in America, we're in the same exact boat. If we would have continued the Black Panther Party and not given up after them niggas got murdered in the civil rights movement, we would be Palestine in America, nigga. Yeah, we would be fucking cooked.
They would have found a way. Yeah, they would have found a way to be like, all right, listen, we're going to have to just get this party to turn violent and move it and shift their goal. Because once they're off of like, this can't be reformed, we can't change these niggas. Once they off of that, there's only one other option that they're going to have, brother. And once we lead them there, then we can then justify anything we do in response, because then I'll always just use my propaganda machine, funded by the US, of course, and backed up by all these countries around the world, where I pretty much make it seem like it's a conflict when you have man in tank versus boy throwing fucking rock.
This is why I don't understand black people that are not sympathetic to the Palestinian plot and that are like somehow supporting Israel. Nigga, we are like literally 2 steps removed from their exact treatment.
What I'll tell you,
we're there.
Some black folks are, how do I say it? Well, some of them are just flat out Zionists. One, because Christianity is huge in the black community, so some of them are just flat out Zionists. And then two, the other thing is a lot of black folks are, and I think some of it.
No. Zionists. That's the opposite. Zionist would be for Israel.
I don't think you understand. The Zionists.
I thought Zionists didn't like Palestinians. I thought that.
So the whole thing about Zionism, right, is that this is about a homeland for the Jewish people, and then it belongs in Palestine.
Oh, and the black Hebrew Israelites.
Not even them. It's regular Christians. Even the white Christians. Just regular Christians. Think about it. Nigga, there were Jews in the Bible. Yeah. They had a homeland in the Bible. So their whole thing is that all of this aligns with their biblical teachings of what's supposed to happen and what. So that's what I'm getting at when I say black folk. A lot of black folks end up being Zionists just strictly off of like, well, yeah, that's how it's
every people there. It's only Jewish people there,
right? And they don't even look at it from like and that's the problem where there's this dehumanization. They don't even care. They don't even look at the Palestinians. They're just looking at it from the perspective of the Jews, saying, "Well, y'all are God's chosen people. This is supposed to be y'all land. So yeah, whatever y'all do to get God's land back, whatever." That's a super ultra simplification of it. But no, listen. There is at least one nigga in my church who I know for a fact is a Zionist. I know for a fact, not because he said anything flagrant, but he said, like, niggas will give you hints, and then you can infer from the hints. But I remember he said it once where he was talking about Christians going to Israel and being treated like shit and this and that, and he was talking about, just Christian, all around the world, being a Christian is viewed as this and viewed as that. And I'm like, okay, I see what you want. Like, brother, like, I'm sorry, there's nowhere in America where Christians are treated like shit, bro. Like, give it a rest. But yeah, so anyway, we did a lot. We talked a lot. I'll post I don't know who this guy is. So that's the only thing I hate about posting something from a guy, because it's like I don't know who the guy is.
Yeah.
But it's a Substack from Seth Abramson. Don't know who this guy is. But he seems to be on the right side of shit here, at least. And he's got a nice little interesting article about Israel. And I'll put it in the chat. I'll put it in the link too when we post this. But he's talking facts. He's got quotes. He's got the laid out of the timelines. I mean, he's cooking. He's cooking in here. So
in these trying times, it's always crazy. Like, it's difficult to find somebody that you agree with. Like, I was reading an article earlier today, and the first half of the article like sounded very pro-Israel, and was like, oh, there's no excuse for Israeli citizens getting killed. And I'm like, oh, yeah, I agree with that. And there's no reason for any of this to be happening. I'm like, there's a reason for this. But as I got through the article, it was like, well, there's also no reason for Palestinian children to be getting killed and Israel to be the newest and doing that. And I'm like, oh yeah, y'all got it. Y'all should have started with that. But I feel like,
okay, all right, thank you, appreciate it.
But the way the world is now, you have to start with. You have
sympathy for Israel first. Yeah, you got to start with that first. Like,
it's like that's what it is.
Did you see that post where somebody is like, and then it was like, Hamas is bad. Feel that Hamas is bad. like nigga wrote a whole tweet and then just put Hamas is bad in parentheses like 17 times throughout the tweet, just so y'all, just so we clear. Just so we clear.
No, that's how it is. Like, yo, fuck Israel. Hamas is bad, but fuck Israel, fuck Israel, fuck Israel, fuck Israel, fuck it. All of that, all the way to the end. Yeah. No, yeah, that's how it is. Yeah.
Yeah. So, listen, I say all that to say, free Palestine.
Yeah, free
Obviously,
Palestine.
we're not jacking Zionism. Never have been. Never will be. And I hope BB Rex is having a great day today. That's all I got.
I would not have known who that was if you didn't mention it here today. I just want you to know that.
Listen. Hey, listen. Y'all know what to do. Y'all know what to do.
Yeah.
Y'all know
All
what to
right.
do. So we got anything else? So we finished here.
I think we're done. This has been another one. A good one.
Yeah, it's been another one, man. Finally got to it, so that way I probably don't have to speak on this again. That'd be great.
I'll speak on this shit every week, bro. Free Palestine every week.
Fendi facts. And yeah, that's really all we got. Free Palestine, free yourself from the clutches of 48 oysters.
Free Gunner.
Yeah, free Warner. Please do not free TK. I beg of you not to free TK.
Keep that demon locked up.
Keep
Fuck?
that.
Keep that miscreant.
Oh man.
When niggas say free my mans and it's fucking Michael Myers, no, keep that nigga locked up, bro.
Keep that hellhound to yourself, bro. But yeah, no, that's all I got. That's all I got.
Yeah, let's get out of here.
I was trying to find one more pick to post in the journal before I go. I couldn't find the right one, but
What you trying to post in general for?
just for us, just for the guys,
Just for the guys,
just for the dudes, just for the fellas,
just for the
But
little niggas, yeah, just the little guys.
definitely not for the little guys. No, you little guys, get out of here. But all right, it looks like that's it. So, ladies and gents, it's another one, 113. We out of here, man. We'll see y'all soon.